up, everybody? Welcome to the NFL Draft Show. First, before we even get started, man, let me apologize to y'all. I was starting a top 10. I was gonna go team by team, but stuff came up, so I wasn't able to really finish it. But hey, we here to talk about it now, though. But as you see, I got my boy Armand back for the third straight year, man. What's going on, Arm?
Hey, what's going on, Nate, man? Everything good. Glad to be in the A, man. It's a great time, man. So let's get to it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just showing some of the comments and then popping up. Oh my bad. I gotta correct that. ATL Arm. That's my new nickname for him. I can't call him Arm no more. He ATL Arm now.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. The comments are getting going crazy. What's up, everybody checking in? Here go KD Perk. Right on time, man. Right on time. What's up, KD?
Right on time.
Right on time.
What's up, man?
Good, KD, man. What's going on?
Man? Hey, ready to get this draft going, man. See what this crazy team in Atlanta is gonna do.
Okay.
And as you see my caption say, Falcons, don't you Falcon. Arm, I don't. You haven't got a chance to hear it, but there are rumors out that the Falcons may trade back, and I mean I wouldn't be opposed to us trading back, not all the way out the first round, but I think that we should trade back because we kind of in an awkward position where I think we could need a couple of more picks for the position that we in, and also being brutally honest, we don't know what's about to happen with this situation, with the Kirk Cousins tampering situation. They already said they're gonna find out after the draft. Yeah, so I kind of wouldn't be against us trading back at this point. Katie, how you feeling about us considering trading back?
I wouldn't be against it, but I just feel like if you got a top 10 pick, I wouldn't want to completely trade out of the first round. I was still like, I know we've been rumored to be discussing it with the Rams to trade back and then still have that later first round pick. But to completely trade out of the first round, I'm just wondering what that trade package would look like.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Or how do you feel about the Falcons considering trading out of 8?
It's interesting, man, because y'all have had y'all been in this 8 to 10 range like the last 3 years. So I think what y'all are looking for, y'all top need, I feel like it's been for a while, has been pass rusher. So I think there's a couple guys that potentially, if you do slide back, could be available, but you never know. Pass rusher is a premium position in the league, and it could go fast. So if you get, it depends on what you can get. If the Rams are picking 19, you trade from 8, you're gonna need at least the first round pick, possibly going into next year to trade back that far, in my opinion.
Exactly.
And then I
feel like go ahead, Nate.
You go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I feel like them. I mean, again, trading back and completely out of the first round, I would hate that. Then, next year, we don't know what the penalty is going to be for the whole Kirk Cousins tampering thing. So we're still waiting on that.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And then at this point, I will say this. I know a lot of folks don't want to be – I don't want to really do this right here and say this right here. But the Falcons are in a position where we have to make the playoffs. We got to make the playoffs this year. So I know it's a new head coach. I know it's the same GM, but I mean, it's year 4 for him. He got a hit in this draft. Everybody was under the impression that Arthur Smith was running the first 3 drafts. So now you got to get a chance to see what he can actually do with Raheem Morris. And to me, you got to go defense. We have not had it. I'm going to say it one more time. We have not had a pass rusher since John Abraham. That's 12 years ago. We have not had a consistent pass rusher. We drafted Vic Beasley in 2015. He had one great year, and then he fell off after that. We have not had a consistent pass rush in years. So we got to get a pass rusher in this draft. Let me see.
Hey, man. Y'all can't just get on Vic Beasley. Y'all drafted Dante Fowler.
Who?
No, he was a signing. He's a
signing. Oh,
we didn't draft Fowler.
Jamal Anderson.
I think Dan Quinn wanted to draft him, but we didn't end up drafting him. But he still played for us. But He wasn't.
Hey man,
He wasn't.
shout out to Dan Quinn, because Dan Quinn gonna find a way to get that man a job. I don't care what team he ends up on. Dante Fowler's gonna go with him. He was in Dallas with him. He was in Jacksonville. He was in Atlanta. Now he's in Washington with him. So, I mean, yeah, it's crazy. Let's see some of the comments. Slim checking in. He's a Giants fan. Said that we need offensive line. Y'all are in a weird position. I don't know what y'all are gonna do. I keep hearing there's rumors out that y'all may trade up from 6 to 3. I don't think the Patriots are gonna trade out of that spot. They need to take Drake May, because I'm sure Jaden going to Washington and Caleb going to Chicago, so they don't need to move up. Yes, I mean, y'all been drafting offensive linemen the last couple of years. You got Evan Neal. Was it last year they got Evan Neal?
Or was it 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Yeah, about 2 years ago. So they just got Evan Neal. So I mean, they've
Andrew
been
Thomas.
Yeah, and shout out to the Bulldogs. He been balling for them. But you do need offensive line, but I don't think you need to do it at 6. Oh boy, he said, let me hit this call. He said
Evan Neal is trash. Hey, we're not gonna call people trash on this show.
He's learning. We'll put it like that. Let's go to some of the comments. He said, will you be showing the stage or just the sound? We'll probably more than likely just be talking about the sound, because YouTube acts kind of funny. They'll kick you off the air because NFL be acting funny. So yeah, it's just gonna really be us right now. Okay, got Jasmine. What's going on, Jasmine? She checking in. What's going on, Jazz? Hey, no problem at all. I appreciate you tuning in. This is gonna be a good show. Definitely gonna be a good show.
Hey Nate, can you hear my sound in the background? I don't want anything to happen where the video gets taken down.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I can't.
All right, so we're good.
Okay. Darius, what's going on, bro? He said, pass rusher and wide receiver, y'all too slow. Now, you're right. Before this season, we had route runner tech. We had Matt Hollins couldn't stay on the field. We had Drake London. Oh God. Cordero Hodge for some reason stayed getting a check on this roster. Shout out to him though. But we had to add speed. We had to add speed to this team. But we got Rondale. I don't know what Terry did to turn Rondale Moore from Desmond Ridder to Rondale Moore, but I appreciate whatever you did to make that happen. And I hope Desmond Ridder gets a chance to learn under Kyler Murray in Arizona, or he'll just be at the house after that. How y'all feel? What you think about that, though, KD? You said pass rusher and wide receiver for us.
I mean, we've needed a pass rusher for like 10 years, probably longer than 10 years. But as far as receiver, I mean, we did need speed at receiver, but we did sign Darnell Mooney, and like you said, we traded for Rondale Moore. So I mean, there's speed right there, and then of course you got the NFL draft to still draft some speed if you want to go that direction.
I'm like, what, four straight years of drafting a skilled player?
Oh man,
y'all kind of looking like the Detroit Lions in the early 2000s in the light a little bit, man.
Hey man, don't get me started on that, man. They really gonna have to take this video down. Don't get me started. But we do need defense badly, man. And it seems like every time we've had that pick that you think, oh, okay, they gotta get this surefire defensive player. Every time that happens, it's an offensive player.
Yeah.
Whether it was Kyle Pitts, whether it was Drake London, whether it was Bijan Robinson, that's just how it's been.
But I look at it like this, man. Like, y'all division in terms of offensive line, man, it's bad. It's bad. You know, the Panthers' offensive line isn't good at all. The Buccaneers is a little bit transition. The Saints got some issues. Ramsey got a genetic knee injury. So, man, if y'all get a pass rusher, man, he gonna be eating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we definitely do need to address that pass rush issue. I have no confidence in, because, and then another thing that is one thing that we could talk about right here is the Falcons are kind of old on that defensive line with Grady's 31 coming off an injury. David Onyemata had a good year last year, but he was banged up a couple of games too. So the Falcons got to get a premier pass rusher in this draft. And I will be very hot if we don't walk away with one. in this draft because I mean we're gonna score points next season with Kirk Cousins. We're gonna score with Kirk. That I'm not concerned about. But I watched us let Josh Dobbs break a 4th down to beat us. I watched Kyler Murray get a 3rd down. He broke out of a 3rd down set like he was playing Madden to beat us. I'm not trying to see that again this season. We got to get after the quarterback because another thing, the schedule hasn't dropped. Going to be a couple weeks before the schedule drop, but the Falcons got a lot of top tier, good to great quarterbacks that they're going to play, especially in Atlanta. We're going to see Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, if he stays with the Chargers. We're going to see who knows. The Giants could be coming in with a rookie quarterback. We go to play Philadelphia this season. So we're going to see a lot of good quarterbacks this year. So we better be ready.
Oh, yeah.
We definitely better be ready. We hit some of the comments. Tyreek, what's going on, bro? He should be checking in a little while. He going to give his respect on the Cowboys, too, as well. Oh, Byron's up, man. He said start the draft. I was talking about Andrew Thomas. Nick, what's going on? A.K.A. Frank. Jasmine said, hey, yo. Philly said, did somebody say Thursday? And what's up? He said, we don't give a piss about none but the Bengals. Definitely pass rusher or move back and get a corner or pass rusher. Okay, I agree with that. And what's going on, Ed Dom? He checking as a Patriot fan. They'll be picking at 3. He said, let's get it, Patriots. Tevin, what's going on? Said, turn me up. Dallas, turn me, please. What's going on, Derry? He said, Bijan going for 1,500.
Okay.
Oh, that's nephew. He said, Dallas Turner. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Avery said, what do y'all think? Ooh, where do we think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to go?
All right. So with all the recent moves that they've made and them really needing some receivers.
You back, Katie. We hear you. We hear you.
Yeah, I really think that he'll be heading to the Chargers.
Okay. I think I'd say the Cardinals or the Chargers. That's if the Chargers don't come out and do something goofy, because I don't know if y'all been seeing reports, everybody that's in the comments or that's tuned into the show, they're talking about he could potentially be going to that Joe Alt could be the Chargers pick, which would be awkward considering the fact that you need a wide receiver. But what do you think, Arm? How you feeling about it?
Oh, Marvin, man. It could go a number of ways, man. I think that the Bears could possibly take a page out of the Texas book, man, and maybe trade up from 9 to maybe 4. I know they only got 4 picks, but if they can trade, they can get Caleb, and then they can get Marvin. You know, I know they got DJ Moore, they got Keenan Allen, but those guys are all. I think they only have 1 or 2 more years on the contract. I think Keenan for sure, but could definitely be the Bears. I would love to see the Colts, man. I think that would be a great story to just see him following his father's footsteps. But I think if the Cardinals stay at 4, I think he's going to go to the Cardinals.
Okay. I agree.
On the stage.
Let's go, Pat. Y'all better not kick the draft picks to the Vikings. You never know. Antonio Murrow said, who will the Cowboys? Man, it's tricky. The Cowboys could go offensive line. They lost Tyron Smith to the Jets. They need to get a receiver because Brandon Cooks is not a spring chicken. You still got CeeDee Lamb, but who knows right now? Honestly, I think that they're going to go offensive line, but they could very well go wide receiver also.
Yeah, I could definitely see the Cowboys going wide receiver in this draft because they still need weapons. Offensive line also, considering they've lost some O linemen, so that would be a nice pick. But it's tricky with the Cowboys though. It's tricky.
Yeah, they definitely need to go O line. Think so? Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, they brought out Megatron and Barry Sanders. I like that Detroit's doing that. We are showing, if you are watching the draft, they got they bringing out some of the Lions legends. I would love to show it live on here, but like I told y'all, they would kick us if I do.
They'll take it down quick.
Yeah. Trust me, I did it 2 years ago. I believe I did the draft show right after I came off air. You've been flagged by the National Football League for copyright, so I got kicked. So that show, I don't even have that show no more. So I don't take no chances with it now. Adam said that I need the Browns to trade up.
That's my guy, man. What's going on, Adam? Hey, man, I think it ain't looking too good for us to trade up tonight. We gonna be real quiet. My thing said Browns will not have a first round pick again.
Oh man.
Let's see. Finley said the Cowboys need to draft all offensive line of the DB. I see Marvis Harrison going to the Cardinals. Jasmine said the Colts. Daniel, what's going on, bro? He said the Colts need to get Anthony Richardson some weapons. I do agree. I've been hearing rumors about the Colts potentially trying to trade up to get a wide receiver. I think they could possibly trade up with Atlanta if the right receiver fall. I wouldn't be shocked. Ryan said that the Vikings trade up the 5 to send Jettas to the Chargers. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that one.
Right. Nah. Jasmine said that Brock Bowers to the I would love to see him in a Colts uniform. I don't know if he makes it past 10.
Yeah, that would actually be a great weapon for Anthony Richardson, though.
Let's see. Tyreek said Brian Thomas Jr. to the Cowboys. Booker. I would love to see Brian Thomas Jr. in a Cowboy uniform as well. And Shane said Colin Mitchell. Which Mitchell? Is you talking about Quinion?
Quinion Mitchell? I think that's who he's talking about.
He might be.
Shout out to the Toledo, man. Shout out to the Toledo, Ohio, man. University got to represent, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And catching up on the comments, and I know we're about to get ready to kick it off, so I'm going to put the Bears' D's on the board. So, before they kick, so the Bears are now on the clock. Is it anybody but Caleb? Let's be real. Is it anybody but Caleb?
It's Caleb. It's Caleb. They could have made this pick months ago.
Yeah. And I know one thing, Caleb Williams, we might as well go ahead and start talking about him. You are walking in the door with Keenan Allen and DJ Moore. You got DeAndre Swift in the backfield. You got Cole Kmet. The boy walking in a better position than CJ Stroud walked in with Houston last year. So I expect you to step up and have a good year out the gate. And you better be the best thing possible, because I still don't like how y'all did Justin Fields. We're gonna leave that alone. We ain't gonna do that today. How y'all feel about it?
I mean, you said it. I mean, Justin Fields, of course, when he was drafted, he didn't come into a situation like this with, like you said, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, DeAndre Swift, Cole Kmet. So it feels like as soon as Justin Fields was gone, they decided to build a team the right way and get some weapons to go around the quarterback. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm really expecting, hoping that Caleb Williams actually plays really well this year. Because if not, it's not going to look that well with all the weapons that he has.
Yeah, I agree. I think Caleb, is walking into a really good situation. Hopefully, he doesn't have to, play hero ball. He can come in, be a rookie, learn. He's got guys who can run routes, which is going to be very helpful to run off script. He can check down the Swift out of the backfield. So I think the Bears, man, could be a much more improved team this year in the NFC North.
I 100% agree, and I'm gonna say this: Caleb better come out the gate and really be cooking, because for all the stuff that has been going on this offseason, skipping certain things that he's done. So I think he got to come out and show out, man, because the pressure gonna be on him. Yeah, pressure gonna be on Caleb. But I do think that for a rookie quarterback, he's going into a good situation. Oh man, leave that man alone. Still sitting out there on policy.
Oh man, come on, man.
Y'all don't do him like that, man.
Those the new kids, man. They do different stuff, man. Leave them alone.
Yeah, they got they just different out here, man.
Different.
But no, I think. Oh boy, Ryan said he still got that Davey phone case. Hey, he better come out, man. Listen, I had to go ahead and say I've been saying it off air. Y'all probably will say I ain't right for this. But that man, listen, if I'm the number one pick in the draft, I'm getting the cleanest fade possible. That man just showed up like, man, I don't care, I'm gonna throw a suit on and call it a day. I don't understand.
Wow, ooh, this is interesting.
Ooh, Caleb said that he's Johnny 2.0. Ooh.
No, I don't agree with that.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I would ask you why you feel that way, but I'll say it's interesting.
Toby said, "What's your pick for A? It better be a pass rusher. It better be a pass rusher. I need somebody that can get at the quarterback immediately." Slim said, "No haircut, but painted down." I know. That's that new generation, man. That's a new generation. Just pray for them. Caleb is Johnny 2.0 without the problem. Ooh, interesting.
But who is Johnny without his problems though?
Toby said it's Dallas Turner the answer. I'm not against Dallas Turner. I think I would have a problem with Dallas Turner, but I know for me personally, Jared Verse was a guy I wanted from 2022. I wouldn't be opposed to him being a Falcon. Latu, I think Latu is being really slept on because of because guys flying up the board after the combine, the quarterback frenzy. So I think a middle of the pack to low tier playoff team is probably going to get an opportunity to land a Latu if he doesn't go early.
And he got the medicals as well. That's the major issue with him in regards to the neck. They almost made a retirement come back.
Yeah, is Turner the answer? I wouldn't mind either of those three, the quote unquote big three pass rushers with Jared Verse, Dallas Turner, and Latu. I mean, either or will be fine with me. I know Dallas Turner has had some concerns about how good he could really be. A lot of people say he has the highest ceiling of all of those players, but any one of those guys will be fine with me. Just give me a pass rusher.
Is it the questions are about specific pass rusher, man? It's about what can y'all develop these guys is the question, man. I think it's more coaching more than anything.
Exactly. Yeah. I agree.
Because that's going to be a big thing to see too, because for Raheem Morris, who just came from hold on, let me hit this comment real quick. Chop Robinson is definitely not being slept on. He's going to go today, but he's not going to go top 10, but he will go today. He definitely go today. And got another comment coming in. My boy Sean Kelly, what's going on, bro? He said, "Who do you think the pass to take at 3? I think it's gonna be Drake May. I don't think if it's not Drake, it's gonna be Jaden Daniels. It'll be one of the quarterbacks. I don't see them not taking the quarterback.
I'm not 100% sure New England gonna stay there.
Oh, you got to trade back.
Wow.
I'm not 100% sure they're gonna make that pick, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do. But I'm not 100% sure they go stay there.
Yeah,
they got a lot of needs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. If I'm New England though, I'm getting my quarterback right there. I'm going Drake May, but I mean you're right. That team is pretty bad, man. They've seen better days. But
yeah, Belichick kind of put them in a bad position. I'm not gonna lie. That's one thing that I can say that they were not set up well post Bill Belichick. So Jerome Bell gonna have his hands full. I look forward to see what he's gonna do. And he said that's what I ask every Pats fan thinking they're trading back too. So a lot of Patriots fans are on that bandwagon. They're going to possibly trade back too. And sold the soul for the Super Bowl.
I don't know if they have recovered since Brady, man. Not even with Belichick, man.
No, they have.
The pick is in.
The pick is in. So we go. So. We're sure it's gonna be Caleb Williams. I'm sure it's gonna be Caleb Williams. We're waiting on the commissioner to come across.
Yeah,
man, what if somebody not Caleb Williams? Rams. So yeah, the Rams got one too. They sold out for one. Here comes the commissioner. I'm gonna let him announce it if we're all watching on TV. And it is Caleb Williams, the quarterback out of USC. Let me go. Hold on, I'm gonna put some of his highlights up here. As we just mentioned, Caleb Williams to the Bears. We've known this for months. I don't think anybody is surprised by this. I'm looking forward to it. The kid been he been the projected number one pick since like 2021. So, hey, get a chance to ball out, man. Some of his highlights at USC. Look forward to watching the kid though in the National Football League. Y'all excited for him?
Yeah, I'm excited for him, man. I'm excited to see what he can do with that Bears team. And like I said earlier, all those weapons they got. I just hope for his sake that he's pretty good out the gate, or else there's going to be questions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then for me, y'all know another thing that concerned me going towards the end of 2023. I don't think he was as strong. Maybe it could have been because he knew he was going to go number one, but that's something that I want to see. Can he keep that play up consistently in Chicago?
Well, I'll definitely say it's a motivation thing. I mean, we saw times that during the season, he got real emotional after a loss. You're leading a group of grown men. You have to lead a locker room. You got to earn the respect. You got to come in there to work. You got to come, committed to football. We know he has interests outside of football with fashion, but Chicago, those fans are tough. And they've had a lot of quarterbacks. They're another franchise who's had a lot of quarterbacks who have flamed out recently. Justin Fields. So Caleb, he's looked at as the savior.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So that's just some of his highlights. Just wanted to show a couple of his highlights before we got back to talking about him on the stream. Now we're gonna get ready for the number 2 pick on the board, the Washington Commanders, led by a coach that they spinning the block with, Cowboys defensive coordinator and former Atlanta Falcons head coach Dan Quinn. How do y'all feel about Dan Quinn getting another opportunity to be a head coach in Washington?
I think Dan Quinn is a pretty good coach. First of all, I feel like we don't have to talk about it, but we know what happened back in 2017. But I feel like he's a good coach as long as he as long as he has good coordinators that can put him over the top. I mean, players love playing for him. He's a player's coach. But yeah, as long as he is just learning from his mistakes in Atlanta, I think he'll do great in Washington. Yeah, and I think they draft a quarterback also.
I ain't sold on Dan Quinn, man. We done seen this experiment time and time again. He's a coordinator, and you look at the Commanders. They traded both of their pass rushers last season. So who's going to be that pass rusher who can run his scheme? There's not a defensive end, that's worthy of taking that number 2, but he's going to they're going to go in a new direction. They had new ownership last year, so they want to face the franchise of who can be the next chapter after Sam Howell, who had an up and down year, who now is in Seattle.
Yes, sir. I agree with that 100%. And they got to go. To me, they got to go in a new direction. You got to get your franchise signal caller. Another key thing that they need, and it's not even a team need, they need a new stadium, but we're going to talk about that at another time because I don't want the next quarterback, whether it's Jaden or Drake, to suffer from the FedEx turf because we've seen it happen before. So, but overall, I think that they got to start by getting a quarterback. I want to see what Dan Quinn can do with this unit. I hope he doesn't try to build. I hope he's not trying to go with the Seattle 2.0 build or the Dallas 2.0 build. Just you're a solid coordinator. You know how to get a good defense on. You know how to actually scout solid defensive talent. So don't go out there and try to emulate your team after what you did in Dallas or even in Seattle or Atlanta. I don't want you to do that. I want you to come in there and get with the times. Because at the end of the day, you're in a division with the Cowboys and the Eagles, who are the clear-cut 1 and 2 right now. So you definitely need to make some type of noise to make something shake in this division. Because I mean, you right now just what you have, Payne and Allen at this point is your key guys on defense. So you gotta, this is where you gotta start though. But you gotta get something. You gotta get somebody to throw Terry McLaurin the ball too. So
yeah.
And then they walking in, and then the next quarterback is gonna walk in the door with Austin Eckler he's a dual threat running back. So that should help take some of the pressure off that rookie year too. So let me ask y'all: do you think it's Drake or do you think it's Jaden?
For Washington, I think you got to go Jaden. I think Jaden's his potential, his ceiling is so high. We saw what he did at LSU. He's a dual threat. I mean, Drake May is too, but Jaden's potential to me is just through the roof. And I mean, if the Falcons were in this position that high, and we didn't have Kirk Cousins, that would be the quarterback that I would want to have as a Falcon. But I'm going Jaden Daniels.
Okay. I hope it's Jaden, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope it's Jaden for them too, but Washington never ceased to amaze me. They could easily go Drake May here and throw a curveball for everybody because we'll see. But I don't think you go wrong either or. I prefer to see Jaden with them, but I don't think you go wrong either or. If you're Washington, but I mean you got to go Jaden. If in my opinion, you got to go Jaden. If the Falcons would have, like Katie said, if the Falcons would have been in that position to get Jaden, I'd have had a Jaden Daniels jersey already. Because, yeah.
You can't pass on the Heisman Trophy winner, number one. And number two, we just got to be real, man. University of North Carolina quarterbacks do not do well in the NFL, man. It's just real. It's just real. Yep. So the history is not there. So we're going to see. The pick is in.
Yes, sir. We're about to find out, is it Jaden or Drake here at 2?
Let's see.
And it is Jaden Daniels, the quarterback out of LSU. I'm going to bring his highlights onto the screen. I'm not gonna lie to you, I cannot wait to see him in Terry McLaurin cut up out there in Washington. I think that's the best quarterback, best receiver for him to come in the gate with. So that's gonna be a fun thing to see. Here's some of the Jaden Daniels highlights. Slim Pickens said that Duke quarterbacks don't do well either. But I think, hey, I'm excited for Jaden Daniels. Like I said, he's going into a division where you're going to be in a pretty good situation. You're going to go in, new coach, new situation. So that's going to be a fun division of quarterbacks, too. You got Dak, Jalen Hurts, and now Jaden Daniels out there, too.
Yeah, I like the pick for the Commanders. This is the right pick to make. Going into a new era, new ownership, I think Jaden can definitely be the face of the franchise, and you know he could be Lamar. He could be Lamar Jackson, possibly.
Oh, wow, that's high praise.
I think he has the ability to be Lamar Jackson with his running ability. He's a great deep ball thrower. I think he's more advanced in the passing at this stage of his career than Lamar was. So.
By the way, Falcons, we need a pass rusher. We got to see this guy at some point this season in Washington.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, I love Jaden Daniels. Like I said, he would be the guy if the Falcons were in that same position for me. Terry McLaurin, man, finally Terry McLaurin has somebody to get him the ball, man. It's been I've been kind of sad having to watch him over the years, and they don't even look his way, but he's such a great talent. And starting the new era in Washington, man. I can't wait to see what Jaden Daniels does.
And don't forget about Jahan Dotson, man. You know, State, man. So they got some weapons on the outside.
Oh, you spoke there like a true New York Giants fan. He's gonna be a bust.
He's gonna be a bust.
That's
Wow.
smoking like a
Saquon Barkley was a buzz too.
who?
Saquon Barkley was a buzz too, and y'all took him at number 2.
Darius Cook said, "Let's go." I guess he's
Yeah,
a
what's up,
Commanders
Darius?
fan.
I know you happy over there. Yeah, great pick. I'm happy for you, brother.
Yes, sir. We're gonna see them. We will see them at some point this season. I'm happy for Jaden Daniels though, because I mean, to go from Jaden was not a guy that was high on the board going into this season. He flew up the board this year.
Yeah.
Not to say Saquon Jones. And Jaden Daniels, good pick for Washington. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now
he went to one of y'all rivals.
yes, he did. Now. Is this where the craziness start to happen? Number 3 on the board is the New England Patriots. Do we continue the trend right here at 3 with New England going to quarterback? Is somebody going to try to come get that pick from them?
If it's not quarterback here, it's going to be Marvin.
Ooh, that's interesting.
That's true.
It's interesting.
Because they could take a quarterback in the second round.
And goodness, the Patriots pick is already in.
Yeah, they picked quick.
So
Wow.
they already knew. So
It got to be Drake May. It must be Drake.
Probably gotta be Drake. I would think it's gonna be Drake May.
They only took 5 of the 10 minutes, so England couldn't wait to go out there and pick.
Yeah, they got that pick in.
Q, what's going on, bro? He said, I think the Drake draft gonna drop. You think he might drop in this draft? And Byron said, please trade the pick. Ian Rappaport is reporting that the Vikings and the Giants both tried to come up and get that pick from New England, but they're staying pat. No pun intended.
The Vikings were definitely a team that was trying to get up high in the draft. They traded with the Texans about 3 or 4 weeks ago to get the pick 23 that was originally the Browns, but they were trying to get up high to try to get Drake May.
Okay, so he said he don't think he's going to New England. Okay, we're gonna get a chance to see. Oh yeah, look at Jaden posing with the Commander fans. Shout out to him. That's good. Both teams walked away with a franchise quarterback. You got to get your quarterback.
Yep.
So if the Patriots do go Drake May here, what do we start? Do we see a potential trade coming up at 4?
I think so. I think at 4, I think that's when the draft, and people have been saying this, that's when the draft is about to get crazy because the Cardinals, they hold the key to the entire first round. So
I don't know. Hey, we go see this Patriots pick first, though. They the ones.
Right.
Let's see this. Let's see this
Yeah,
Patriots.
this could throw a curveball too. Let's see what the Patriots are gonna pick here. So Drake May is the pick for the New England Patriots. They got their franchise quarterback. Their second time in the last 4 years picking a quarterback in the first round. They picked Mac Jones. He is now in the Jacksonville Jaguar uniform. But hey, I personally like Drake May. I thought Drake May was slept on in college this year, but hopefully he redeems the North Carolina quarterback curse. How do y'all feel about Drake May?
I mean, I like Drake May. I think he's going to be pretty good. I mean, obviously the Patriots have been struggling to replace Tom Brady since he's left, and I think this is a step in the right direction for them. And he probably was my 3rd favorite quarterback in the draft if I had to rank him. So
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like it.
Oh,
I don't like it at all. You pass up a potential Hall of Fame player on the board, man. You can't pass on Marvin Harrison here, man. They gonna regret that. I just don't believe in North Carolina quarterbacks, man. And the ACC, it ain't that good of a conference. Let's just be honest. Outside of Florida State this year, wasn't too much going on. I didn't get wild from Drake May from when I watched him. I thought he was just solid. But we'll see. I mean, just history said, man, a lot of these quarterbacks go flame out, man. So we gonna see. I don't like it.
Okay. As y'all see, the comments are kind of split too. A lot of folks aren't on that Drake May bandwagon. I thought he was pretty talented last year, but I mean, you going into a good situation also in New England. You're a franchise quarterback. The division, if we're gonna be honest, I mean, you got Josh Allen in the division. Aaron Rodgers, we don't know what Aaron Rodgers is gonna look like this season. Who's it? Josh Allen, the Bills are just in a rough spot. Tua and the Dolphins, that Dolphins roster is loaded this year. So, I mean, if you're trying to build for the future, this is the guy that you kind of had to go with, because I think they probably wanted a Jaden Daniels if he was there. But I mean, he balled in the ACC. I like Drake May, but I hope he really does have a successful start in New England. Mac Jones.
A little too late for that.
Yes, sir. Now heading down, we done. Oh Lord, I hit the wrong button. Excuse me, y'all. That's crazy. But next on the board, the Arizona Cardinals. Are they gonna stay here?
Hey, it's gonna get interesting. I think they trade back, honestly.
They were smart. They'll take the best player in the draft.
Understandable.
See, this is an easy pick right here.
Oh,
Get
man,
Kyler some help.
you think Marlon?
Bring
Marlon's the best player in the draft?
OHIO. Let's go. Marvin Harrison Jr. Don't overthink it. Your top need is wide receiver.
Wrong organization to say don't overthink it.
Hey.
Ooh, Toby said JJ over Drake May. I don't know.
I'm not rolling.
I don't know about that now. I'm not even the highest man on JJ McCarthy, but we'll lead out later on. Byron said he's so sick right now. I mean, they had to go get a quarterback. They had to get a quarterback. Because I don't think you were going to put number 3 on Michael Penix Jr., even though I think he's one of the better quarterbacks in this draft. I don't think you wasn't going to put it on Bo Nix. Oh, the Cardinals pick is in. They said, no, we not trading. We about to pick this pick. It got to be Marvin Harrison. It got to be Marvin Harrison. I would be shocked if it's not. Ooh, wow. Avery said that Kyler can't get the ball to Marvin Harrison if it's him.
Hey, what you talking about, man?
He got the ball to D-Hop. He can get it to Marvin.
Ryan said he think it's definitely Marvin. I think it's Marvin Harrison also. So with Marvin Harrison possibly off the board, what do the Chargers do here? That's the one who's the toss-up.
I think the Chargers are going to take a lineman.
You think so?
You got to look at their coach, man. They want to run the ball.
That's true.
You think Joe Alt at 5?
Well, if it's a lineman, it would have to be Joe Alt.
It could be him.
My opinion.
Okay, Chris Williams said get Kyler a weapon. Yeah, he do need some weapons for sure. He definitely gonna need some weapons. And here comes Roger Goodell. What are the Cardinals about to do here at 4? It better be Marvin Harrison, but who knows with the Cardinals. And it is Marvin Harrison Jr., the wide receiver out of Ohio State, going to Arizona. I love that fit for him. Kyler has a weapon. Desmond Ridder get to throw to him in preseason in that training camp, not in the game.
Desmond Ridder got a weapon. Let's go.
Desmond Ridder got a weapon. Philly said he hoped that the Lions take Worthy. Let me go to the highlight reel for my boy Marvin Harrison. I'm going to let the Ohio State fan hit this pick first. How do you feel about this pick?
Hey, man, I think it's a great pick for Arizona, man. They got arguably the best player in the draft. Marvin is sensational, man. No flaws. He can block. He's strong after the catch. I think the yards after the catch, he's kind of underrated. He don't get talked about that much. He's a vertical threat, a great team player, man. And he's gonna have the attention of all those DBs in NFC West, man. So they better get ready to have to cover one of the greats, future greats.
I don't like them highlights right now.
Oh no!
Like highlights.
I love them highlights.
Yeah, pick a different team, man. Pick a different team.
No, Marvin. That's when I'm not gonna say I wasn't a Marvin Harrison believer, but when Marvin Harrison and CJ Stroud had a day against me and KD Bulldogs, that's when I said, okay, these boys different, because Georgia wasn't giving up a lot of yards like that at that time. So them boys almost took us out of here. I always respect that Ohio State team. They played their butt off to be the force. They played way better than the number 4 seed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think Marvin is far and away the best receiver in the draft. I think he's probably so good that eventually he kind of became underrated in a way. But it looks like the Cardinals are sticking with Kyler Murray, so that's great. Get him a weapon and see if you can build that team to try to be competitive.
Ooh, that boy had Keelan Rigo doing the Cupid Shuffle.
He had a whole
Not too much, Arm.
He had a whole secondary doing a little dance. I ain't like all that, man. I ain't. Oh, brother, I can't see it. If they show one more Georgia high, I got to go back to us 3 on the screen.
He was the only team Ohio State played against. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they show it. You know, looking back, I didn't even realize he had this type of game against us. I mean, he had a great game, but you know, seeing it a year and a half later, you really don't realize how crazy he went against Georgia that day. Because what's his name has just as good of a game. That's gonna come out next year. What Egbuka?
Abuka, yeah. He had a down year this year. So it's a lot of talent that's gonna be on that Ohio State wide receiver room. So, but now the LA Chargers are on the clock.
What do they do at 5? This is a tricky one here.
It's interesting.
This is gonna be the tricky one because Justin Herbert needs a wide receiver in the worst way possible.
He does.
He lost Keenan Allen. He lost Mike Williams. Because let's be honest. Now, shout out to the ones that play Madden, or the people that actually be on the salary cap heavy. You knew that the Chargers, when his offseason broke, so they had to cut bait with a lot of guys. They got to get a wide receiver. Quentin Johnson have not showed up since the Michigan game in the playoffs 2 years ago. So they got to get a wide receiver.
Yeah. But if you go receiver and you're the Chargers, which receiver do you go? Malik Neighbors?
I wouldn't be against Malik Neighbors for them. How do y'all feel?
I think he would be I think he's the next best receiver in the draft. So if you're going receiver, I go Malik Neighbors, of course.
What you thinking, Ar? How you feeling?
It's tough, man. It just depends on what Harbaugh wants to do, man. I really think that he's going to try to implement that ground and pound at the next level and utilize, Herbert and play action a lot. Kind of like how he did with Colin Kaepernick back with the 49ers. So I could see them going offensive lineman here, possibly.
You know something I'm also noticing? The Chargers have yet to pick. So I don't know if they're trying to shop that pick right now at 5 to see if they got a last minute offer they're trying to look into or what. But I have noticed that they have not, as fast as everybody else has been, the Chargers are kind of taking their sweet little time. So wondering if they can sit, or this could be a hard decision because, like you said, they could be thinking about Joe Alt. They could be thinking about Malik Neighbors. So this one's tricky. I don't really know. But I mean the draft has went on schedule so far. I can't say that.
It has.
And the Chargers, are they about to use this whole clock? Because they are now about 2.5 minutes. They got to be
Yeah, it looks like they got to be entertaining some type of team that's trying to trade up for whatever reason.
Do you think it's Minnesota potentially trying to trade up?
Or it could be they don't know who they go pick, man. It's torn, man.
Yeah,
it's torn. They
Because
need to get Justice. I like Herbert a lot.
Okay, Donnie, what's going on, bro? It said for the sake of my projections, Malik Neighbors. Hey, that would be the safe pick right here if I'm the Chargers. But I mean, they're running it. This clock is under 2 minutes. Something. Either there's a debate going on, or they gotta be entertaining a potential trade. They haven't even.
Yeah, they're cooking something up over there. Not sure what yet, but something is definitely going on.
Either the Broncos.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually surprised that they have almost used the entire clock at this point. Got another person checking in, Ramon Graham. What's going on?
Hey, what's good, bruh? What's going on, my line brother, man? Thanks for joining.
Yes, sir.
Got a whole bunch of my Alpha brothers up here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The pick is in.
Huh?
Uh-oh. The pick is in.
Pick is in. Okay, so like the Chargers did make a decision that they're gonna stick at 5. I think they, like y'all said, I believe they would either split or who knows. But I think it's strange that they took almost the whole clock. They must have been entertaining the trade.
I think they were probably split on who they might pick. On top of discussing a trade.
They could have been split on the receivers, man.
Yeah.
There could be somebody who like Rome Odunze a lot.
Which he's one of my favorite receivers in the draft.
He tough. He tough, man. He ain't scared of nobody. And I like that about him. He will run over the middle.
Yeah.
And take some hits. So I'm interested who the Chargers gonna take here. What y'all think? Who y'all think they gonna take?
I'll say Malik Neighbors.
Ugh. I think the safe pick is Neighbors, and I think the shocker would be Joe Alt. I wouldn't be opposed to them. Jasper said that Roman's going to go to the Colts. He would be a great fit.
That'd be a great fit for the Colts.
He would definitely be a good fit there.
Chargers turned away trade offer cost for Justin Herbert. Oh my!
Interesting.
Wow.
I have a feeling it's gonna be. Ooh.
Hey sis, how you doing? You almost in time for the Falcons pick. Whatever we're gonna do there.
Whatever they do.
Here comes Roger Goodell. Let's see what they pick. So they threw the curveball that we were talking about earlier. They said this morning that the Chargers were considering taking Joe Alt, and Bleacher Report did mention it. So Joe Alt is the pick for the Los Angeles Chargers. As you guys mentioned, they are a power run team. So the first offensive lineman come off the board. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Do the Giants immediately go to the podium? They better run to the podium and take Malik Neighbors. New York Giants, you better run to that podium.
I'm in the minority, man. I like this pick.
I do too.
I like this pick for. I watched Jim Harbaugh for the last 3 years. Destroy my Buckeyes, man, and he wants a nasty offensive line. And so this fits right into what he wants to do. He got Rashawn Slater on one side. he gonna have Joe Alt on one side protecting the franchise quarterback, man, and they gonna get a running back who go ground and pound, man. So I like the pick for the Chargers. I know a lot of people might not, but I like it fits what they philosophy they want to do.
Like you said, it's never this quote unquote sexy pick on draft night. But 4 years later, when you see Joe Alt getting like a 5-year, $100 million extension, then it's like, okay, they knew what they were doing. But as you mentioned, that offensive line is going to be nice having solid left tackles and Rashawn Slater and him. I think you heard it here first. I think Blake Corum's going to be their second round pick.
Ooh,
so I can see
it.
Consider that. Hey, but for my Madden guys, they're gonna be tier 4. You didn't hear that here though. They probably gonna take a note on that.
He got good genes, man. His dad was drafted first round by the Kansas City Chiefs as well, man. So he's at Notre Dame produces great offensive linemen. If that's a position that they really do, yeah. So the Giants are now on the clock, man.
I don't know what they do here.
Weren't they interested in a quarterback though? Like I saw a report that they may be interested in quarterback. They need weapons at receiver. They need a little bit of everything, honestly.
They gotta take a receiver here, man. I think it's Neighbors. I think it's gotta be Neighbors here. They have the worst skill positions in the NFL. And if the gentleman who said that talk about the Giants, he could come back up, man.
Slim, where you at?
Yeah, let's go look at the comments. Slim said, okay, they said, is it Dallas for us? We will see. He said defensive offensive line. Ryan said Malik Neighbors. Slim Pickens said I'm here. We're gonna see what they're gonna pick. The pick is in. If you've seen it, hey, don't spoil no pick on this.
They spoiling the pick in the comments.
Let's see another comment from Ramon Graham said that JJ finna go off the board.
McCarthy?
Ooh.
I think that's the worst city for him to go to.
So y'all going JJ McCarthy here?
I'm going Malik Neighbors. I hope he's talking about JJ Fish and Chicken, not McCarthy, man. You got to go Malik Neighbors here.
Yeah, you got to get you a receiver. Your last first round pick was Kadarius Toney, who is now a 2-time Super Bowl champ in a Kansas City Chiefs uniform. Shout out to him. We're gonna claim one Kadarius, and he's on the stream right now. So there's that.
The real Kadarius.
If that's the pick, then I got to skip you, brother. I can't do that. We'll see. Let's see if you're correct. And it is Malik Neighbors, the wide receiver out of LSU. So the draft, now this is where it gets tricky because Tennessee probably was going to go take Joe Alt with that pick at 7. Now you're starting to see a change up. So, I mean, do Tennessee go or do? Nah, I don't know what Tennessee does here. Now it's getting tricky.
Oh wow. Boy, I think a curve, I think a slider might be thrown here right now. It might make some people happy here. I know how I feel about this player, but I think Brock Bowers could go off the board here.
I didn't even take that as a consideration.
It makes a lot of sense. You know, you get a gadget player. You have D Hopkins. You got Calvin Ridley that you brought in. You have Tajay Spears at running back, and more importantly, you want to see what Will Levis can do at quarterback. You want to give him the most weapons possible, especially in the AFC South right now. That division is getting loaded, so really stack up on offense. So I really would be interested in seeing a curveball here with Brock Bowers. I wouldn't take a tight end in the top 10, but he's a great player in college at Georgia. So I'm interested to see what's going to be the pick here for Tennessee.
I know who will take a tight end in the top 10.
Yeah, being a fan of a team that would take a tight end in the top 5,
the highest ever.
I think Brock Bowers, he would actually be a great fit. He would be a great fit there. Man, I hadn't even thought about that option, but he would be a great fit.
Yeah, that would be a crazy fit for the Titans to have what's his name in the building, have Brock Bowers with DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Ridley, and now you got Tony Pollard in the backfield for Will Levis as your new quarterback. So that would be interesting. I also can see them going offensive line here. I do know that with Joe Alt out the midst, do they consider the offensive tackle from Alabama, or do they consider one from Penn State? Them two could come into play here if you're the Tennessee Titans. But Malik Neighbors, look forward to see you're going to also be at Mercedes-Benz this season. Don't need you to show out against us, but hey, good luck with the New York Giants.
And I will say the new coach for the Tennessee Titans was the former offensive line coach for the Bengals. It's actually Bill Callahan's son, so former Browns offensive line coach went to the Titans. So offensive line could also be in play here. It could be a very strong play. You know, Bill Callahan is one of the OGs when it comes to offensive line, so I wouldn't be surprised here. But I'm going to go with Brock Bowers.
Okay, Slim said Neighbors on the block. Duke, what's going on? He's a Giants fan. Said he loved that pick. I like Malik Neighbors for the Giants.
Oh yeah, I love that pick.
Good pick. That's a good pick.
Absolutely.
And to me, whoever if it's Daniel Jones again, you now have a legitimate wide receiver 1. And well, I tell you like this, I'm ready to find out what Tennessee's gonna do, because you know who's on the board.
Lord Falcons, don't have me cussing on this stream, man. I don't.
Listen,
Man.
Tennessee taking their time too. They might be getting some trade calls, to be honest.
There was a team that they did mention that could be in the potential spot for a trade back. They were another team that they mentioned. I also mentioned the Falcons as a potential spot for a team to trade back with. So we'll see. We'll see how this team plays out.
I don't think nobody trading up for JJ McCarthy, man.
I can't see it. I
can't see it either now.
I can't.
At this point, JJ gonna fall to 11 to the Minnesota Vikings unless they just decide that, hey, no, somebody's gonna take him ahead of us. Nobody's gonna take him. And Tennessee's pick is in, which meaning the Atlanta Falcons are on the clock. And who knows what in the world we're gonna do. But in the meantime, until we find out what the Falcons are gonna pick at 8, let's see what Tennessee actually decides to do. I know Armand mentioned offense, Brock Bowers. We said offensive line could be the pick here. Could they be a team to take the first defensive player off the board? We'll see. But Atlanta is on the clock. Falcon fans that are tuned into the stream, you know me and Katie will give you our live and first thoughts about who's going to be the Falcon pick, whoever that may be. It better not be a skill position, but we'll see.
We will see.
We will see. But Tennessee pick is in. I think they went on commercial break for a moment. We'll find out what Tennessee's going to do. I'm pretty sure the Falcons pick may be quick, depending on the break that we're going to have right here.
A dark horse player I want to mention here.
Tuning in too. I really appreciate you tuning in.
A dark horse player that I didn't mention here, who I wouldn't be surprised go here, is Alabama's J.C. Latham.
J.C. Latham.
I wouldn't be surprised if that pick would be a pick if they did go offensive line here.
We're not picking the kicker. Stop the cap.
Not Jasmine.
Please stop.
They pick a kicker. I will cancel my season tickets tomorrow. The Falcons organization.
I will drive up the Flowery Branch tonight if they pick the kicker.
Listen, I will call them in the morning and say, just give me a refund because y'all are unserious. If they would have picked a kicker,
y'all had the funniest kicker name of all time, man.
He's still there.
He came back.
We
Oh
still
yeah,
got him.
Oh, I thought y'all got rid of him.
He's still cashing his checks and missing 40-yard field goals, but hitting 57. But
Oh yeah,
shout out to him.
Georgia Southern legend. Shout out to Georgia Southern, man.
Yes, sir.
Real GSU.
Right, Green Bay is something new fans. I promise you that would be the day that I immediately put my transfer self in the transfer portal, because already I'm sick of the stuff that they do. And if you was to go there and take a kicker, I'll put my name in the transfer portal.
This Titans pick gonna be a curveball pick. It's gonna be a slider.
It gotta be somebody. They could be the one to take Dallas Turner. I could see them being the one to take him.
Yeah, that could be the pick. Like I think Armand said, JC Latham. I could see that definitely.
Amy, I ain't even gonna lie, mine do too. I don't know what in the world we about to do. I'm scared. I don't know.
Listen, Amy, my stomach hurts too. I got these wings here, and I haven't eaten them yet because I don't know. I don't know what the Falcons are about to do. So,
hey, I already ate my food earlier, so I can already I can't eat during the draft. I don't know. I want them to hurry up and get Tennessee's pick out the way so we can. Chris was going on there. He said, "Pray that the Falcons don't have me throwing my phone with this pick." Hey, y'all know what make me mad though, and I know KD could agree with this. It irritates me when the Falcons do a draft party in the world, most Falcon fans are mad at the pick, but the draft party, yay, let's go. You a lie. You know you cussing that pick out just like us. She said, "Say, bros, I'm ready. Let's come on. Let's get this Tennessee pick out the way, man."
It's gonna be an offensive player, and I wouldn't be surprised if it is a lineman. But I know I did say Bowers. Bowers would be interesting, but I think it might be Latham if it ain't gonna be Bowers.
Here comes Roger Goodell to the podium. Whoever called the J.C. Latham pick is absolutely correct. The offensive lineman out of Alabama is headed to the Tennessee Titans. You now add him with Peter Skoronski. I like that pick for the Tennessee Titans. I think that's a great move for them. I think that's heading in the right direction, actually, because you're building that offensive line for Will Levis. You actually got some talent there. Show these quick highlights because Atlanta's on the board.
Oh boy!
But shout out, this is J.C. Latham highlights. He will go on that left side to protect.
Yeah, really good.
Oh yeah, Amy and Ryan both said it that was going to be the pick for the Tennessee Titans, and that's a good pick for them. They building that offensive line. They're heading in the right direction. I'm going to be intrigued to see what the Titans do this season in that AFC South, in that division with Jacksonville and Houston.
Yeah, man, Bill Callahan, man, he's gonna make a player out of him. I'm very excited to see what he can do with another, Alabama lineman. Hopefully, he'll be better than Jedrick Wills. But nonetheless, I think that Tennessee, is really gonna be committed to the run game. They're gonna be nasty. They're gonna be physical. A lot of zone schemes gonna be implemented. So just be ready for that. But Latham's an athlete, man. He played basketball in high school. He's from Wisconsin. Word to Polk, our HGS brother.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to Polk. Shout out to Polk.
Shout out to HGS, man.
We talked about this the other day. I'm like, Latham might go higher than people think, and he went 7th. So shout out to JC Latham, man, going to the Titans.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the Titans.
Whoa, the pick is already in for the Atlanta Falcons. Let's go.
Let me mentally prepare for this.
I mean, they had forever to make the pick, so gonna be intrigued to see what the Falcons do here. It better be a pass rusher or defensive. It needs to be between 3 things. It better be a pass rusher or a defensive tackle. It got to be one or the other.
Which one y'all think it's gonna be, man?
It's 4 options. It's 4 options.
Yeah.
And if you've seen the pick, do not spoil it in the comments because we have not seen the pick. We're waiting just like We're not looking ahead.
We have to go pass rusher, man.
We got to go pass rusher at this point.
That was the fastest pick that was submitted this evening. That was just like we know everybody else ain't taking no pass rush, so we said
Exactly.
Let's go. Okay. Where the Falcon fans at, man? Come on, Dirty Bird.
I have no clue what we're gonna do here.
Who you want, KD?
Man, honestly, I like Latu. I like Latu, man. Out of all the pass rushers, I would love for him to be the pick.
Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I told y'all not to respond to Dr. CB. I know the pick.
Yeah, I just
boy.
I know it too, man. I know it too. This is going to be interesting.
Falcon fans are going to have a fit. I'm just going to say that much. I'm not even going to say the pick right now.
Woo, boy!
I don't know the pick. Let me
just be ready,
man.
They didn't drop it in the chat, did they? Because I ain't trying to look at the chat. No, I ain't gonna look at the chat.
I've been told.
Y'all took too long.
I see the pick, man.
We've seen the pick. Ooh. And I know me and Katie gonna both have split reactions on it when we reveal the pick.
All right, brother. I see you play, boy. All right.
Hey, we ain't told the pick yet.
Hey, hold on, man.
We ain't told the pick yet.
I'm looking at who in the room. I'm like, all right, brother.
Yeah, hey, I see what's going on. I see the vibes. I definitely see the vibes, man.
Avery, we didn't even see the pick early. We were told the pick. My phone I've had 3 or 4 calls come in just telling me, and text messages telling me what the pick is. So
yeah.
All right, come on, y'all.
People are sending me the picks.
I want to be surprised.
My phone is on D&D,
but hey, Falcon fans.
Oh boy.
Ooh, y'all just get ready because we gonna sound off. Believe me, we gonna sound off.
I want to be surprised. Like, I love the draft. I like surprises. I always tell you it's always the 8th or 9th pick. It's always some weird stuff
the Falcons just threw the biggest curveball in this draft. So just get ready for it. Just get ready for it. Boy. Jesus, take the wheel and drive fast, Falcons.
Come on, Roger Goodell. I got stuff to get off my chest now. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Hold on, man.
Have threw the curveball of the draft and selected quarterback Michael Penix Jr. at 8. Ladies and gentlemen, I know KD gonna sound off just like I'm gonna sound off. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Michael Penix Jr. fan. I wanted Michael Penix Jr. all draft. However, you do not put 4 years for $180 million on Kirk Cousins to go into the draft and take your quarterback at 8. We knew they were gonna double up and get a quarterback at some point in this draft. But I didn't think it was going to be at 8. I knew he was flying up the board, but I'm a Michael Penix Jr. fan. He's not a bad quarterback. But it was a waste of money to go get Kirk Cousins if you knew you were coming to the draft to get a quarterback in Michael Penix Jr. With all that being said, I like Michael Penix Jr., but you do not take a quarterback at 8 when you need a pass rusher on a defense that could not stop the quarterback. They couldn't get after the quarterback to end the season. But I'm going to pass over to KD and you tell me what you think of it, bro.
First off, I like Michael Penix Jr. And Nate knows this also. I like Michael Penix Jr. as a quarterback. Before we signed Kirk Cousins, he was a quarterback that I actually was growing to like, that I would want on the team. But having said that, the fact that we signed Kirk Cousins and now we might actually lose some draft picks next season because of tampering. I don't understand. I don't understand it. We better be trading back up into the first round to try to draft some type of pass rusher that falls. Is all I got to say.
Oh, by the way, let me throw this out here too. I bet I see nobody in the comments who been going on the Justin Fields train, the Russell Wilson train, because y'all been wanting a black quarterback for how many years? You got your black quarterback when we needed a pass rusher, and now you, oh my God, we took a dumb pick. I don't want to hear that mess. You've been wanting a black quarterback in the city for over 15 years since Michael Vick left this city.
Vick left.
Now we get a black quarterback, and now y'all what? Huh? We know we need a quarterback. We knew we had Kirk Cousins, but y'all been wanting a quarterback. Let's be real about this thing. I don't have an issue with Michael Penix. I have an issue with it at 8. But all y'all better not call my phone, call KD phone, or call any Falcon fan phone that been talking about black quarterback, this, that, and the third, that know that you've been wanting a black quarterback for 15 years. You better have your butt at that game, just like you did for Vic, with all the Michael Penix jerseys on. I don't want to hear nothing. That's all I got to say about it.
Y'all better be in the stadium cheering for y'all's black quarterback. Is all I got to say.
I'm not defending the pick. I'm not saying that should have been the pick at 8. What I'm saying is, you know, this being in this city, they've been wanting a black quarterback for all these years. I don't want to hear that thing change. Straight up, I don't want to hear it because that's what they wanted. But ultimately, we should not have picked Kirk Cousins up in free agency. You could have spent that bag on Danielle Hunter. You could have spent that bag on Greenard from Houston. You could have went every other direction than Kirk Cousins if you were going to go quarterback. You know what I'm saying? That's what you should have did. So anybody that's on here thinking I'm hyping the pickup, I'm not hyping the pickup. At the end of the day, you went and got Kirk Cousins. It's what the Falcons do. We have picked 4 consecutive offensive players. What is it you think? Like, he's going to sit on the bench next year. Kirk Cousins going to be the quarterback for 2 years. I mean, it is what it is. You could have went and got a quarterback next year. But in typical Terry Fontenot fashion, you know how this thing goes. All right, goes. That's all I got to say. So, but with that being said, I like Michael Penix Jr. I wish he could have got an opportunity to start out the gate. We just know that he's not going to get a chance to start out the gate. It is what it is. No, it's not a trade. This is Falcon football, sir. Rise up for what?
Rise up.
I'm shocked.
I'm not.
I'm shocked. I was not. The Bears pick is in now.
Okay, let me put the Bears pick up here. Let me put the Bears pick.
They talked about this. It was Roma Duzza. They talked about this. This was connected.
That's my guy, man.
Bears got an A plus. The Falcons an F. Sorry, this pick makes no sense. This tells me that Kirk's Achilles is not right. Something ain't right. Man. You don't take a guy. His contract might be 2 years. It might not be officially full. But if you feel like his Achilles ain't right, man, you can't make that move. Like, if they didn't have a QB of this caliber on their roster, I would like this pick a lot more. But this is rich. Like Lewis Rich. Like, this is a scammer pick. Like, y'all got scammers calling y'all picks in Atlanta. Dang, y'all got scammers in GM position now. Dang, man. Woo-wee. Rough out here. Hey. But hey, I like Penix. I just don't understand the Falcons' rationale for this. This is shocking to me.
We don't either.
Yeah, I don't understand it either.
Y'all had 4 years to take a quarterback, and y'all take a 24-year-old quarterback in the 4th year.
Who's gonna sit?
There ain't nothing wrong with sitting. Some of these guys need to sit. He might not need to sit because he can play right now.
He definitely can.
You sign the guy to a lot of money to play.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Bears are killing. The Bears, when they got Odunes with And the Vikings have traded up. Why? Hold on, time out. Why you trading up a pick?
Yeah,
that's JJ. At 11. That's stupid.
That's JJ. That's so the Falcons, y'all accelerated probably what the Vikings was gonna do. So they just traded back a spot with the Jets. So they probably about to take JJ McCarthy. Sorry, y'all.
No, Pennis was gonna go first round, but
somebody was gonna pick him. Somebody was gonna pick him, but
he's not. And let me make this clear again on stream. Michael Pennis is not a bad quarterback. Our issue is the fact that you don't draft him to sit for 2 years behind Kirk Cousins. That's what our issue is. You could have put that money somewhere else in free agency if you were gonna go,
especially not top 10.
Yeah, top 10. Top 10 is crazy.
That's Terry Fontenot for you. It is funny that shout out, and I hope y'all seen my TikTok video. I told y'all don't know what's in Terry's head. So everybody that's been doing a mock draft for 4 months that said Dallas Turner and Byron Murphy and this person, you know how it goes. You never know what the Falcons are gonna do onto the actual draft. So who knows?
This is shocking. This is extremely shocking.
I'm not. I mean, the reality is you had to get a quarterback in this draft, but like I said, it's the simple fact. So the Vikings and Jets, the Jets move back and get a 4th and 5th. The Vikings gets a 6 in return just to go at 1 pick. So is it JJ McCarthy?
It's got to be JJ McCarthy, man. It's a no-brainer. Yeah, that's a shocking pick. I feel bad for Falcon fans. You bring in a defensive coach, and you still don't have a pass rusher. Your defensive tackles are getting older. You know, your linebackers, they're okay. We got some good corners. You got some really good safeties, man. You gotta address that line.
Here's the thing for the 50th million time. We don't have an issue with Michael.
I don't like Penix at 8. Yeah, but I said I don't like it.
Yeah,
that's the issue.
Like him, but at 8, when you just signed Kirk Cousins, it doesn't really make sense to me.
That's all we're saying. We don't have an issue with Michael Penix Jr. He's my favorite quarterback in the draft. However,
but I will say he's going to a great situation. I will on the flip side.
Absolutely.
He's going to really be kind of having Washington all over again. He got a great running back. He got a tight end. So it might actually work out in the end. You know,
let me be honest with you. I'm going to pray for Kirk Cousins because the first pick he throws, this fan base is going to be screaming for Michael Penix Jr. Kirk Cousins, you cannot have a bad season because this fan base is going to let him have it. Just know that.
Put that backup in. Yep. Soon as he has a bad game, anything.
And he gonna be playing that ball.
Playing that type of ball.
Playing that ball. ACS Insider. Hey man, but who knows, man? It doesn't make sense. Long term, it maybe could work out, but it's tough.
It's tough, man. It really is.
That's my whole thing. We put 100-something million, and I'm not on here bashing Kirk Cousins. What I'm saying is you have now don't start. Anyways, you've now hit the point where you just created some controversy that ain't necessary. Not the game. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, fans are going to expect when you take a quarterback that high, they're going to expect to see him at some point in the season. So what you're saying is Kirk has a way shorter leash than you initially gave him. And I think Kirk's going to do well for us. But again, I guess you want to become the Green Bay of the South. I guess that's what we doing.
Who is your offensive coordinator?
Zach Robinson came from the Rams organization.
Okay, so they'll have some good concepts, you know, some motion.
I don't know.
But yeah,
this normal Falcon stuff, you shouldn't be surprised.
It's shocking to me.
Same old Falcons. Same old Falcons.
Kirk. Listen, anything better than Desmond Ridder, but no, I like Kirk Cousins. I definitely do like Kirk Cousins. I just wish that we wouldn't have went and got Kirk if we were going to double up on this quarterback situation. It should have been a 1-year deal if he was going to do it like that.
It still might be a 2-year deal. He can opt out. Probably.
Yeah, I think it's 2.
Yeah, it's essentially going to be a 2-year deal. But
listen,
I
I
agree with
do
that.
think when Michael Penix Jr. actually hit the field, he's going to be good for the Falcons. The problem is, will it be in 2025 or 2026? You basically put your pick on a quarterback to sit for a year. That's the issue. And Aaron said, watch Dallas Turner go to the book. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm actually shocked that Dallas Turner hasn't come off the board yet.
I mean, was he that good this year? I mean, they just had Will Anderson drafted last year, and I think we can't just. You gotta. One of the scouts said he said you gotta evaluate the player, not the helmet.
That is true too.
That's true.
I mean, Dallas Turner, I didn't really see him do much against Michigan. Just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, he didn't really have that great of a season. He's just, like you say, you gotta judge the player, not the helmet. And I think Jared Verse, I would probably take Jared Verse over him if I had.
I would take Latu over.
Yeah, if
go to his comment at the most recent one. Nate.
I'll go to the comment real quick. Penix played his best game of his career against Texas.
So I feel very bad about what I'm about to say because I do not defend this team by any means. But I saw Michael Penix play against Michigan, and it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. And they put them. They had some of them receivers at Pelican Bay, and one of them guys just got drafted just a pick ago. And he's a good player, but. They played Washington straight up, and they got in they you know what. So
yeah,
good pick long term.
I gotta hit this comment because Blake basically is going the direction I'm going with this. If the Falcons plan on drafting Penix, they should have acquired Russell Wilson because they have a similar play style. That's the direction I would have went. I would have went Russ over Kirk if they were gonna go get a quarterback. That's my issue.
Vikings pick is in. There you go.
There it is.
Hey man, he better throw the ball every play to Justin Jefferson. Every play. Oh, they got Addison too.
Yeah. They got Jordan Addison.
This is gonna be interesting.
JJ McCarthy, man,
might turn into something. He got two top flight receivers.
He's one of my least favorite quarterbacks in the draft. So I don't know, but they do have weapons. So we're gonna see.
I look at where guys gonna go. I'm like, dog, dude, in a great situation. You got two upper echelon receivers, man, who can run routes. But JJ, he gonna have to prove himself because all I remember is that
Terrifano cut my power because I was talking about him.
But JJ McCarthy went to the Vikings, Nate. I know he's polarizing, but he's going to a good situation. I'm not a fan, but you got two receivers who can run routes. It's just that you got to put the ball in JJ's hands. Like this ain't a running scheme no more. So if he throws some picks, he gonna have to deal with Jettison Jordan, man.
Yeah. Then you got TJ Hawkinson also.
So he got way better weapons actually in the league than he did at Michigan.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's true.
This is a great situation, man. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
He better not mess this up.
Well, he better not. You walking in with Addison and Justin Jefferson and TJ Hawkinson, I don't want to see a thing go wrong. He's going into
running back.
Huh? They'll probably draft a running back.
Yeah, they'll probably draft one.
Okay.
And here goes some JJ McCarthy highlights. He's going to be the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, I think y'all boy about to come off the board now. Mr. Powers.
Is this Brock Bowers territory right here? Is this my Bulldog territory?
I can see it. I could definitely see it.
By the way, if Brock Bowers is a New York Jet, don't you worry about getting him in fantasy football because he will be on any fantasy football team that I have. Because Aaron Rodgers that ball to him.
I'm drafting Bowers without a doubt.
So what? That's five QBs in the top 10. Wow.
Yeah, I was shocked to see that.
Yeah. Caleb, Jaden, Drake. Yeah. Penix and JJ.
Ooh, Atlanta. Oh boy.
The Falcons always just though you can always expect the Falcons to do something really Falcon on draft day. That's why we don't come in and guarantee absolutely nothing.
I'm still gonna give y'all an F.
Hey man, it is what it is.
Y'all gotta trade Trey Hendrickson and pay him.
At this point, yeah, trade for Trey Hendrickson because we still badly need a pass rusher. Like, I don't know.
Hey, y'all could take him off the Bengals. Please do. Clear us because they still think the Bengals better than the Browns. I don't really see it outside of Burrow, but
okay, here goes.
Jets pick is in.
Interesting. They do need offensive line help.
That's a good.
I definitely don't think that's a bad pick.
Wow.
So I think that this was a pick that they somebody that they wanted got off the board, and I think it probably was Latham.
Let's see. We always saw Trey Hendrickson. Give the Falcons pick a grade. I'm gonna go with incomplete. I'm not gonna give it a grade because I mean, what can we really say right now? Because it's not gonna impact this year unless Kirk Cousins is truly hurt. So I don't really know. I can't grade it. I can't say it's a terrible pick because you did need a franchise quarterback for the future. But at the same time, I didn't think you needed to pick your 8th pick this year on it when you needed a pass rusher. So I feel bad because it's like I'm bad mouthing Michael Penix Jr. and I'm actually a big fan of his as a quarterback. But like I said, when you pay a quarterback, that's the issue. Drake said that Caleb Williams will not be the next Patrick Mahomes. I got to admit the Falcons love Tennessee. Aaron didn't have. That's true. I mean, that's all I'm saying. I'm not bashing Michael Penix Jr. I hope that's just not what I'm sounding like. I just, again, when I'm picking a quarterback top 10, I expect you to go out there and play first from the start. So that's just the way I look at it. Would you work Kirk Cousins deal ASAP? I mean, it's no point. You might as well go through the first 2 seasons and then cut bait after 2025.
Yeah.
Let's see. Broncos are next. What do the Broncos actually do here? Is this Bo Nix territory? Or are they go get a pass rusher?
I think this is where we see a pass rusher come off the board. Pick is in.
Pick is in. I say this. I have to give a person a shot that is wearing the logo. I'm gonna put it like that. I'm not gonna say I don't trust him, but I would give him the same. And I'm not saying that he'll be like Desmond Ridder. What I'm saying is I give every quarterback that fair shot to show me something before I start going in on them. And I will go in on them on my stream. So don't worry about it. In April, I'm not gonna go in on them right now, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's kind of a loaded question because when you think about it, it's like trust him to what extent? Do I trust him to put up pretty good stats? Yeah. Do I trust him to be a good regular season quarterback? Yeah. Do I trust him to possibly lead the team to the playoffs? Yeah. But beyond that, I'm not sure how much I trust him. That remains to be seen. So we'll see.
Is his plan B? Yeah, that's how I feel. He's a bridge quarterback at this point. If that's what the Falcons just made clear, when you look at the long-term situation, he's the bridge quarterback while Michael Penix learned behind a Kirk Cousins in a new offensive scheme. So, I mean, I'm not going to kill it. The draft is far from over, so I'm not going to kill it right now. We'll see what happens down the road. Arlo said he's never won a playoff. He beat the Saints in 2019. He did
win a playoff game. Yeah.
I don't know how you don't remember that game.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'll give it an F right now, just because of where I think y'all can be at. Y'all gotta win. Y'all have to win the division this year.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a lot of. Sorry, Raheem Morris. There's a lot of pressure. Y'all play in arguably the worst division in football, and if you guys can't go to the playoffs this year, unless Penix might lead y'all there though. So, but this grade could significantly change because I don't know what Kirk's health looks like, to be honest. Like being that old, like him and Rodgers coming off ACLs. I mean, Achilles injuries, like that's serious. Yeah. Like, so Penix. I know you said, Nate, that Penix might not play this year. I don't know if I buy that. I think he might play, and he might do all right.
He's gonna play.
Anything can happen, man. Who knows?
I would. These young guys play, man.
Oh, my uncle, what's going on? My uncle checking in. He said you got a 38-year quarterback coming off an injury. You need to learn the game. Other than that, his athleticism, and you have Taylor Heinicke as a backup. And I mean, and that's why I'm not gonna absolutely kill the pick, because I did say the Falcons was gonna get a quarterback to learn up under Kirk Cousins eventually. I didn't know it was gonna be at 8, but I mean, if Michael Penix is the guy that I did want in the draft, I just thought he might have been in the second round, but we'll see. We will see. Like you said, he could end up playing this year, like you said, Arm, and it could be a situation where you might have your quarterback for the future in your building and got your guy that you're just trying to work through. So it's like the Falcons are trying to redo what they supposed to did 2 years ago with Matt Ryan and whoever should have been the quarterback at that time, but we'll see what happens. But at this moment, we'll see. Like I said, Michael Penix is talented. I just know that all of us wanted a pass rusher, and I said we'll see what happens day 2 or day 3 on that one. No, 2019 was not Case Keenum. Kirk Cousins was the quarterback in Minnesota at that time. He was definitely the quarterback.
Yeah, he got that playoff win.
I have no idea who the Broncos is going to take here, to be honest.
I don't either. They need everything.
Yeah, I'm clueless on this one, but I'll say Dallas Turner just to throw a name out there.
Man, they liable to go Brock Bowers here, knowing them.
I don't even know what defense, who their defensive coordinator is. I don't know what type of defense they run.
They just there.
Yeah, they just exist.
Yeah. Let's see who's gonna be right here. Oh my God. Oh my God. The Broncos have selected Bo Nix, the quarterback out of Oregon.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Hey, you know what's funny about this? Y'all remember when people in the group chat was saying that Bo Nix ain't gonna be a first round pick, and I said, I think y'all wrong, buddy.
I might have been one of those people.
Ooh, look, hey, look what transferring to a school can do to your career.
Yeah, you left trash Auburn and turned your career around.
Slawburn. Wow.
Let's see. Blake said that people can on Matt Ryan, but he was one of the five. Absolutely, that Super Bowl was not on Matt Ryan, and a lot of people that give that lazy narrative, they're wild for that. That was not on Matt Ryan.
Yeah, Matt Ryan is a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yes, he is.
Never seen
no matter how anybody feels about it.
I don't think I've ever seen 6 quarterbacks drafted within the first 12 picks.
No,
ever.
this is a new.
Yeah, this is unprecedented.
Boy, at this rate, Spencer Rattler might go first round. You just never know.
Man.
Because who's left as far as QB?
Man, that's it.
Marquez Smith checking in said, I knew what Sean Payton went after his boy as soon as he released. Oh, okay, that makes sense. And Zach Klein said Falcons owner Arthur Blank wanted a succession plan to Kirk Cousins. They are in win now mode and don't plan on drafting in the top 20 anytime soon. They'll get 5 years of control with peanuts, and he'll learn from one of the best in the business. Time out.
A succession plan at pick 8 is crazy.
Time out.
Yeah,
Time out. We got it. Bo did shout out to you. You got picked. Congratulations. We got to go back on the screen for this one. Arthur Blank needs to sell the team. He needs to sell the team. He needs to go home and sit on the rocking chair and chill out and be thankful for the 20 years he was an Atlanta Falcons owner. If you just sat here and said that he is the succession plan for a ball club that has not had a winning record in 7 years, then you are way more senile than I thought you were. What you think about that, KD?
I agree, man. Free the Falcons, man, from Arthur Blank, man. Because a succession plan at pick 8 is crazy. I don't think when you think how crazy does that sound at pick 8?
How we in win now mode and we haven't won more than 7 games in 7 years?
You're in win now mode, but you draft a quarterback which may not even play this year as your first round pick, but you're in win now mode. Make it make sense.
I don't know the definition of win now mode anymore. I don't know. I don't know what win now mode means no more than National Football League because it ain't happening in Atlanta. I don't know what win now mode is now. Let's see. Avery Lockett said the Raiders better draft Terrion Arnold. Blake Bryce said Bo this is trash too. He's only did great when he went against Pac-12, a conference that is notorious for having horrible defense. Yeah, he got 8 up in the SEC. He definitely had to lead the SEC to tighten his career up. Let's see what the Raiders pick here. Is this going to be Terrion Arnold?
They do need a corner.
Brock Bowers to the Las Vegas Raiders.
Wow.
I don't understand that pick, but now hold on. Time out. For all of my people that are Bulldog fans, you know I want to see my boy Brock go anywhere. But Vegas,
F.
Yeah, I don't get this pick from
Vegas.
I'm going to say this right now. We talked about this the other day. I said it's going to depend on what team he go to. Because he a tight end. They just drafted a tight end in the second round last year.
Michael Mayer.
Michael Mayer.
Who's their quarterback? Am I their quarterback?
Yes.
Hey, I throw to Devontae.
Go ahead and suit up.
Wow.
It's a terrible fit for him, but Brock Bowers is one of the best tight ends in the country. I want some boy in a better situation.
I got to go ahead and say it, man. Free Brock Bowers, man.
Immediately.
Free Brock Bowers until we see Brock Bowers. Free him.
I just don't know.
We're not. Man. We're talking about present moment right now. The draft has not continued. We're talking about present moment. And no, I tell you, I don't have an issue with the plan of sitting to go groom your guy. but we got to get a pass rusher. We got to get a pass rusher.
And the Falcons are not the Packers. We've seen the Packers do this time and time again
For a million years. Terrible.
Avery, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Y'all
Y'all better run the Patriots. Y'all better run the
Up in
Patriots.
the portal.
Y'all better run the Patriots offense with Hernandez and Gronk. That's the only way that's gonna work.
This must be. It must gonna be going that direction. Oh my God.
New Orleans is on the clock.
The next team on the board is that garbage down in New Orleans. Yeah, I'm a Falcons fan. I can't stand you say.
I think
they're gonna go get Jared Verse or Dallas Turner.
It's gonna be one of the pass rushes that get off the board.
They're gonna look up and get a pass rusher to learn up under Cam Jordan.
Yeah.
I am so sick to think about that. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be either Dallas Turner or it's gonna be Jared Verse or even Latu. They're gonna go get one of the pass rushers just because we did it.
They're gonna go get one.
Yeah.
Aiden O'Connell was the quarterback who started towards the end of last year for the.
I can see that,
but I'm not
receiver or offensive lineman. The three guys I've been thinking about for y'all has been Guyton from Oklahoma, Mills from Georgia, or even if Brian Thomas Jr. is there at that point, I can see him being a Cowboy. Minshew just went to the Raiders, but I don't know. He's a bridge quarterback. I don't understand.
Yeah, the Raiders. I mean, I think I like Pierce as a coach. He got them guys to play really well against the Chiefs towards the end of the year. I'm just interested to see how Bowers is going to be used because I think that's going to really make or break his career. To be honest, I think he's a good player. But we'll see how the Raiders use him.
Yeah. I mean, they do have a weapon. I will say this, the Raiders aren't bad off. I can say that much. Because, I mean, you added Christian Wilkins to that defense with Tyree Wilson and Max Crosby this offseason. You now got another weapon out there with Devontae Adams. So, I'll be intrigued to see how they do the rest of their draft. I'm just shocked they went and got Brock Bowers. They need to get another wide receiver in the draft, though. And if they go get another receiver down, this thing could get really scary. And you could go get you a quarterback to kind of learn.
They could have Deshaun Watson.
Oh, man. Deshaun falling out of favor in Cleveland? What's going on?
Oh, no.
Hey, man. He better come play this year. The team is this is the last year we're going to have some players on our team. So, I said, Browns will have a first round pick because of him. So next year you go get one.
I got to ask this question right here: Do there become a potential trade up from one of the playoff teams? Because with Verse and Dallas Turner both dropping into the mid-teens, do you decide? And then just think there are guys like Chop Robinson dropping. That could be available early in day 2, so it's gonna be intriguing.
I would just let the board come to you, man. I mean, to be honest, this isn't a strong defensive end class. These guys aren't game-changing defensive ends. That's just what it is. And maybe the Falcons didn't envision those guys as game-changing defensive ends. So, I mean, I guess I could give them slight credit for that, but if one of those guys does hit, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
Oh, thank you, Raiders, because I've heard one of my Saints friends just hit me up and was like, they was looking at Brock Bowers. So thank God that Brock Bowers is not going to end up in a New Orleans Saints uniform.
Oh man, yeah, I was looking at the board and I was like, oh man, Brock might go to the Saints. So I am happy about that. We don't have to see him twice a year on the Saints.
There's nothing wrong with one of the edge rushers. So let's just keep this in mind. If we this draft isn't over, I'm not going to kill the pick right now. But if we lose a game because we can't bring down Herb, Dak, you better not come to my stream not one time and get mad about the pass rush not getting there. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Y'all might trade back up, man. I mean, now y'all got your quarterback in the future. You might as well use a draft pick to get a pass rusher. I think if y'all could do that, man, my grade will change a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping they somehow trade back up and then draft a pass rusher.
I don't think neither make it to the second round, though. Unfortunately, I don't think either make it to the second round.
I don't.
But
I
I
don't
wouldn't
think
be.
they make it, but
Latu might be interesting though, man.
Yeah.
Medicals might be holding him back.
yeah. But if that did happen, that would be great. If they fell to the second and we took them.
I see the vision, Arlo, man. Hey, man, y'all, we halfway. You might as well use that pick in 2025. You know, to
What
get
pick?
back. Y'all got a 2025 first round.
We probably about to lose that pick for tampering for Kirk Cousins.
That pick might be
Y'all ain't
gone.
about to lose. Y'all ain't about to lose y'all first round pick for tampering, man. Come on.
Miami Dolphins lost him for tampering with Tom Brady, so
The Dolphins
who
lost the
knows?
first, and they lost another pick, right?
Yeah, they lost a second
And a
behind
second.
that.
Nah, man, y'all be all right, man. Nah, Dolphins lost their pick because their owner told old boy to lose them games. That wasn't right. That
That's
wasn't right.
true too.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
y'all be all right, man. Trade that pick. Trade that pick, man. Go get y'all a pass rusher, man. That'll make y'all happy for the night. Go get y'all a hot lemon pepper 10 piece.
Like I said, I wanted a pass rusher at 8, but I don't have an issue. I'm a Michael Penix Jr. fan. I'm a Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah.
fan. I just, like I said, it's where he went. But like I said, I'm telling you, it's a lot of fans out here that's gonna, and not the logical fans, believe me, but the ones that we tailgate when they go about, man, we got a black quarterback now, man. We ain't had a black starter since Vic. So get ready for it. They're gonna be out there. You better well get ready.
yeah.
I'm here to tell you, our boy. You go see it for yourself when you tailgate with us this season. You go see how it get down.
Yeah, so I might give me a Michael Penix shirt, man. I like Michael Penix, but pick 8.
I don't know how you can't tell. He was my guy for months. I just thought he was gonna be this prior to Kirk Cousins. I even had him mocked to us in the second round, so I don't have an issue with Michael Penix Jr.
All right, the pick is in for the Saints.
The Saints take the offensive tackle out of Oregon State, Talise Fuaga. Oh, I got it right. I'm proud of myself. They did need to address their offensive line. They Ramczyk has he been dealing with injuries, so they did need to address their offensive line. That's not a bad pick for the Saints. I'm kind of shocked they didn't go Dallas Turner or one. I'm shocked at the way that these pass rushers are dropping right now. I'm really surprised by that. I'm actually very surprised by that. And some of these playoff teams might get anxious. You might see a Philadelphia
Oh man,
jump up to go get one of these pass rushers. Chris Gadget said, "Trust Raheem looked at all these late round defensive starters he helped pick last year." You're right about that. You are right about that. And you said, "I'm telling you, one is gonna fall." This draft is getting interesting now because
Hey Arlo, the way it's trending, it looks like a pass rusher will fall to the Falcons.
it
I
do
must
look
say.
like that.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna happen.
All right. I think this is a good pick for New Orleans. I like this pick. They could use him inside at guard. Maybe he can kick out to right tackle once Ramczyk probably retires. Jasmine, Colts fan. Okay, I think y'all gonna take Quinyon. I think y'all gonna take University of Toledo standout Quinyon Mitchell here.
It could be Quinyon, Terrion, or Nate Wiggins. It's gonna be one of the ones.
Hey man,
I can see them taking
That's
a DB.
intriguing, Jasmine. You just pointed something out. You have not had a defensive pick yet.
Wow, I hadn't even noticed that.
I didn't even think about that. We're
Wow.
15 picks in, and there's nobody.
No
no
defender has went yet.
Tell,
that's about to change right now.
The Falcons might look up and get one of them pass rushers to fall to them tomorrow, which would be crazy considering the defense was getting a whole bunch of picks. And Larry said, I mean, if the Falcons could potentially trade up, who knows? Appreciate that though, Jazz, because I didn't even think about the fact that there was not a defensive player.
Thank you. I did not even realize that, but wow.
Hey, I got an unpopular opinion about the Colts, though, man.
Oh, go ahead.
I think the people are sleeping on Indianapolis a lot. People got to remember that team almost beat the Texans in that last game to almost make the playoffs, man. And I think that people are really sleeping on Indy. I like that team. If Steichen could use Richardson in the right way and not get him killed, I think Indy could do some things. I know the Texans getting a lot of hype. They deserve it. They earned it. They kicked the Browns. You know what? But I wouldn't sleep on Indy, man. I like that team a lot, especially if Taylor gonna be healthy. You know, he gonna be ready to start the season. I think if he'd have started the season, I think they would have won the division.
They got a tough team, man. Between them and Houston, it's gonna be really interesting. But like you said,
he needs some milk. Hey, he gonna be first rushing touchdown. He go shimmy in the end zone.
If Anthony Richardson could just stay healthy, man, I think he could be a really good quarterback, honestly.
This is another interesting thing that you just pointed out, and that's another thing. You got your Byron Murphy starting to fall, your John Newton starting to fall to some of these playoff teams, and
all those defenders.
This is gonna get interesting.
That's why I wish the Browns had an early second round pick, because we definitely could use one of
them. Where are y'all picking tomorrow?
We picking 54.
Wow.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know the fan base who should be getting excited the most? The Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers should be getting excited because you didn't have a first. You got robbed in the Chicago trade for Bryce Young, but you're kind of getting some favor fall in your hands because you might end up with a shot at getting one of the elite defenders just based on how they've fallen in the draft so far.
Yeah.
And Jackson said he's the next Cam Newton. Interesting.
That's pretty interesting. Former MVP, big praise right there.
Had to take a water break for how thirsty Arthur Blank is for offensive players.
How many years in a row is that?
4 consecutive years. Our last defensive pick was AJ Terrell in 2020. It took COVID for us to pick a defensive player. How sad. Because crazy thing about it, Falcon fans that are watching, the Falcons in the last 10 years have picked 3. I think in the last 10 years we picked maybe 3 guys on defense. That was Keanu, that guy from UCLA that I would not mention his name. He just had a hype draft day speech and didn't do nothing for the team. And then AJ Terrell. Well, that we picked Calvin Ridley, Chris Listerman, Taylor McGrary, Kyle Pitts, Drake London and Bijan, and now Michael Penix Jr.
All right.
Ariq said Dallas. Yeah, Dallas is in a prime position too. Dion went second round. He went second round. And Pete Prisco gave the Falcons a B- for the Michael Penix Jr. pick.
Wow, that's interesting.
I just don't like it at 8. I don't like the value at 8 with Penix. I think they could have maybe traded down a couple slots, but obviously seeing how the draft.
He was a 4th round pick. To this day, I'll forever. Oh my God! Listen, I will forever hate him for that too. I will forever hate him for that too. He was like 2 picks. I think the next pick was Tre'Davious White, and then the following one.
Yeah,
I wanted a pass rusher, but I mean, we may look up and still get our pick of the litter tomorrow. So,
yeah,
I mean, the decision
we can end up still getting a pass rusher.
Yeah. You may still get you a quarterback to groom, which still is a positive thing for the Falcons.
What pick y'all got in the second round? Y'all been in the 30s?
We are like, I think we're early 4th. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure. Let's see. The Falcons pick tomorrow is going to be number 43.
Okay.
Pick is in.
Oh, the Colts take the first defensive player, and it is Laiatu Latu. That's a steal to get him at 15. And who's
my guy, man?
Who thought of all the defensive players that he would be the first one off the board?
That's a little bit surprising, but I definitely think he can. He could be like Jalen Phillips. He kind of got the same background, him having the issues medically. Jalen played good his first couple years until he popped his Achilles, but he can rush the quarterback. I'll tell you that.
Yes, he can.
Oh
He-
yeah,
he's-
oh yeah.
He got the mechanics to be an all-pro early. I like Latu. I'm a big Latu
yeah.
guy.
I've seen a lot of people say that he's the only, I guess, edge rusher who they think is going to be a guaranteed 10 sack guy year one as a rookie. So I love that pick.
Yeah. And I mean the Colts, you got to feel good. Now, here's the next team on the board, Seattle. Seattle got to be jumping for joy because you sat there probably planning for another pick and you got your shot at either Jared Verse or Dallas Turner to come. And that's a team that definitely needs a pass rush in Seattle. So they might have you might have just fallen into a prime position. But I got a big question for y'all. Do the Jaguars entertain going to get one of them pass rushers? Or do they rock out with Trayvon Walker and Josh Allen?
The Jaguars need corners. They need corners. I think Seattle go take Dallas Turner here, man. They got Mike McDonald, the former defensive coordinator of the Baltimore Ravens. He really likes to do a lot of exotic defenses, especially in that front seven blitzing. I definitely think that Dallas Turner would be an exceptional fit for his defense, playing in that hybrid 3-4, 4-3 defense. He can put his hands in the dirt. Obviously played under Saban. I think this would be a great spot for him to be in Seattle.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I think the crazy thing about it is now the decision is going to get kind of interesting because there's a lot of that was projected to go top 10 players that are falling. So it's going to be interesting now.
Yeah, there's a lot of defensive talent left on the board. So Seattle kind of has their pick of, of some of the best defensive players in the draft because before the Colts, nobody took a defensive player. So
and Byron Murphy could also be an option here as well.
That's true.
That would be a great fit.
And did we forget about Zach Harrison? Listen, let me say this. This is not a jab at Arnold. I think Arnold Ebiketie with the right coaching staff could turn into a really solid player. Zach Harrison did have a good year. I think you just want to really the biggest thing for us is you really want to double down on addressing your pass rush because you want youth on both sides of the ball. Our offense now with Penix, you now have you're set on the offensive side of the ball as far as youth. You actually got your entire it's basically the freaking 2001 Falcons all over again. If you're gonna be honest about this team, because you basically got your quarterback in company, but you do want to get you a solid pass rusher. And no, we're not being greedy when we're in the bottom 10 every year at sacks. I'm sorry, that's not being greedy. That's being desperate for a pass rusher, man. I need Cooper to go off the board so Pittsburgh can get Arnold or Pittsburgh's another team that's gonna have a pick of the litter too because of how these picks is falling. Yeah, this is where it's gonna get kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Oh boy, the Athletic said that Kirk Cousins was stunned by the pick. I bet he was.
I bet he was.
I just saw it, Tevin. I just mentioned it. We were 18th overall, fourth. West, that's again. I'm not talking about the rush defense. Nobody ran the ball on us last season.
What did y'all rank in sacks?
No comment.
Yeah, no comment on that.
I'm talking about on third down in a one-score game. I need a guy that can get after the quarterback and make that play to end the ball game. That's what I want. And Larry said low.
Where have y'all ranked in sacks the last 5 years as a team? Total sacks.
0, 0, 0, 0, and 0. I'm not putting us at 32. 0.
Wow.
See, Seahawks really thinking about this pick, man. It's gonna be
I cannot believe are y'all shocked at how many quarterbacks came off the board in this draft?
I'm definitely shocked. I'm definitely shocked at how many QBs have been taken so far, just within the top 10 alone. Really top 15 because Bo Nix went. So yeah, I didn't see that coming, honestly. I can say that.
I can see that Bo Nix pick oddly working out with the Broncos because I think Sean Payton would know how to use them.
Yeah. If anybody's gonna use Bo Nix,
that don't say much. Let me put that back up here and say it again. That don't say much. 12 seasons. 12 seasons. Lord. If you talk about the Penix pick, man, we've been talking about it the whole street, man. If you talk about Brock Bowers in a Raider uniform, hey man, I want to see what y'all cooking up. Because y'all gotta be cooking something up over there right now in Vegas. But I'm ready to see what Seattle's gonna go here. He said, listen, Brock is a great player. Make no mistake about it. Brock is a great player.
Yeah, Brock is a great player. John, who did you want?
I have one of our boys just checking in overseas said that he woke up to see who they picked and just go back to sleep. Hey, Rail, go back to sleep, dog.
Okay? Hey, Rail.
We'll talk about tomorrow. We'll talk about tomorrow.
We're gonna talk to you tomorrow, man.
Go back to bed. It was a bad dream. Go back to bed.
I'm like, what even offensive players are even still on the board? Like what? Worthy, A.D. Mitchell, Ladd McConkey.
I can tell you this: the receivers might go on a run in these 20s. Now Dallas might have their pick. Dallas gonna be a tricky situation because Dallas gonna have some options. Dallas, Green Bay, Tampa, they're gonna all have some options. And playoff teams from last year gonna have some options now.
Come on, Andrew Berry. Let's make a trade, man. Get in the first round. Let's do something.
Stay put, because the way everything going, who knows? You might see a fullback going in this draft. You just don't know at this point. Because tomorrow gonna be fun. I'm not gonna lie. Tomorrow's gonna be real fun.
Oh
because
yeah.
The way this first round has went, it's gonna be you're gonna want second and third round picks if your teams. If you don't have a second and third, I'm gonna pray for you. Because tomorrow gonna be where it's gonna be some fun.
A lot of talent left.
Let's see, Romo Dooms. But Brock, yeah, he gonna make any quarterback better. Tyreek Johnson said that Brian Thomas and Dallas are the best player. Yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen too. All these defensive talent on the board for these already low defensive teams. Listen.
I'm not gonna eat my words because I like Michael Penix.
Yeah, I'm a Michael Penix fan. I
like Michael Penix. So if he does great, then great.
Listen, I hope he make me eat my words. I'm gonna add ketchup and mayonnaise to it with a Coke on the side and all that good stuff. So I want him to make it. Make me eat my words. Rate your draft for your favorite team 1 to 10. I'm gonna say incomplete again.
Yeah, it's only one pick so far. So
he gonna be the best. He gonna be better than Bijan.
He said he's gonna be the best 8 we had.
What Bijan 8?
Bijan was 8.
Okay.
Penix is not the question. That's that. Thank you. A fan, one of our fans, one of our guys have stated exactly what we're saying.
In the top 10. When the last time we seen a team sign a quarterback of that caliber and then draft
Never.
a quarterback in the top 10?
Never. The Falcons are innovators. You know this.
Yeah.
Next
take
year we're gonna
a tight end at the 4th pick, and we do this.
So y'all signed a quarterback with one
be
leg.
nice. Be nice.
Kirko Chains.
Be nice, man. The Seahawks select Byron Murphy out of Texas. That's a great pick for the Seahawks for a team that need everything up front on that pass rush. And that go get the second defensive player off the board. What y'all think about the Byron Murphy pick?
This might be
it's a great pick. Oh yeah, I think it's a great pick for Seattle, man. I know a lot of people had Byron going to the Falcons due to Grady's age, but it's a great pick. Like I said, the Seahawks, they had their pick of the litter of all these defensive players, so it's a great pick. They did need defensive line help, and he's gonna help them.
Hey man, I love this pick. I think Byron, man, he can penetrate. He can get in that backfield and cause havoc. And I think being with Seattle, like I said, Mike McDonald, new coach, man, he gonna bring a lot of fresh blood and energy to that defense, man. It's gonna be really exciting. So I think this is one of the better picks of the first round so far.
I agree 100%. I think he's gonna go. He had a great combine too. I knew he was gonna fly off the board.
We have a trade.
Vikings?
And the Vikings have traded up again. What is Vikings? The Vikings acting like, hey, shout out to the man.
Is this the first trade? Is this the first trade of the night?
This is their second trade.
The second trade. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, like, is this the first trade of the draft? Like that's of the night.
No, they traded up to 10, remember?
Oh, yeah, they traded up one spot.
Oh, so Quessy busy.
Yeah.
Oh, Quessy said, I need to make these moves. All right, Playboy. All right, he used to be. All right. I wonder who. I'm interested. They
it gotta be one of the pass rushers. He gotta be.
It has to be.
It gotta be one of the pass rushers or one of the corners. And they gave the Jaguars pick. They swap picks. The Jaguars get their 5th. And they get a 3rd and 4th next year.
Ooh.
To move to 17.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a little expensive.
Yeah, a little expensive.
But they lost Danielle Hunter. This has to be a pass rusher, in my opinion.
I think it got to be Turner or Verse. It got to be one of the two.
Yeah, especially with Latu off the board.
Minnesota cooking with grease. Do Minnesota go receiver here?
That would be a shocker.
And Dallas Turner is the pick for the Minnesota Vikings. They got their what's his name replacement. They got their Danielle Hunter replacement. You had to. I don't blame Minnesota. Minnesota's having a good draft. Shout out to Minnesota. Minnesota's doing it the right way.
He pissed off, man. He pissed.
And guess what? Because Minnesota is so smart at getting pass rushers that everybody pass up on, he's going to be an all-pro for the Minnesota Vikings. Just get ready for it.
Oh, yeah. Guaranteed.
That Jefferson wants out. I don't know. The Vikings are putting something solid together right now, so we'll see.
They're gonna make him the highest paid wide receiver. He ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Dallas Turner at 17 is an absolute steal. That is an absolute steal for the Vikings. Now
he's a great athlete.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. So, yeah, Dallas Turner is the Minnesota Viking. As you know, this was a guy that we all thought could have been a Falcon both leading into the draft. But I mean, that's a great pick for them. Absolutely, they might pay him 35. He might get paid 35.
Oh yeah. He's getting more than Amon Ra. I guarantee it.
So the next team on the board is the Bengals. What do they do here?
Cincinnati.
I think Cincinnati about to pull up. I think they go draft either. I think they're gonna draft a receiver here.
Do they go? I was just about to ask you. Do they go receiver here? Is it Brian? Do you think they go Brian Thomas Jr.?
I think they go in a different direction.
Who you thinking?
Might take the fastest player.
Worthy?
Xavier Worthy?
Hey man.
Hey man.
Might go back and take Xavier Worthy from Texas. They drafted John Ross.
That sound like.
I don't know if Tyler Boyd is back. But I do get a sense that you gotta score. You gotta score in the AFC, man. I believe they got it, and they need some speed on that outside. They don't know what's gonna happen with Higgins. So we'll see what happens. I think that'll be an interesting pick for them. What y'all think?
I can see that.
I could definitely see Xavier Worthy, man. Fastest receiver in the draft. Like you said, they don't know what's gonna happen with T. Higgins. Another weapon for Joe Burrow. They got to score points.
If Byron Murphy was still on the board here, I thought he would have definitely been the pick here.
Oh, yeah.
Easily, because they lost DJ Reader. Trey Hendrickson is asking for a trade, too, so I think they could also maybe look at Jared Verse. They did draft Myles Murphy last year, but I don't know if they still have Sam Hubbard, so I think that they might look at wide receiver. Wide receiver. I think Xavier Worthy go be possibly the pick here.
Okay. Yeah, so we're waiting on the Bengals pick. And then we got the Rams. Now the Rams have a shot to go pick Jared Verse. Do you think that be the Aaron Donald replacement?
I think the Rams are going corner. The board fell to them exactly how it did.
Yeah.
They got corners. They need corner bad, extremely bad. Our division is Murder's Row.
That division is crazy.
Murder's Row, and
I don't want to pay in that division right now.
They're actually talking in our group chat about the Steelers having a good board fall to them, and I think that they're going.
That's another team. Could Nate Wiggins go to Pittsburgh and pair him up with Joey Porter Jr.?
I don't know, man. I think, man, there's another corner on the board, man, who fits that Steelers mentality. Cooper DeJean.
That he is a Steelers type player for sure.
Yeah, he a Steelers type player, man.
Don't sleep on him because he's white. Because he's a white corner.
Hey,
man.
Have you seen his high school like basketball like mixtape?
No, I never watched it.
That dude is athletic, bro. Yeah. I was like, whoa. I was like, man, hey, I ain't gonna say he this dude that played for Pittsburgh, but he can move around like Troy used to, man. He could play the slot. He could play safety. I'll be a little scared, man, because he can play.
Yeah, I can see that. Let me change my
run a corner. I can see a run of corners coming off in the next.
Change my headline.
We rocking with the logo.
Because it's Falcons, definitely Falcons. So I gotta just change it. The headline changes during the show, so I hadn't made my change. But it's gonna. I'm intrigued now. I think the draft about to get very interesting now because now you're getting in that playoff team picture. Ooh. I know the pick for Cincinnati. I'll let it be announced.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we go. Oh, we might. Hey, we might trade up tomorrow night. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The way things are falling, we might trade up. Hey, but for my guys that are industry that are in here that watch that play Madden, and you start a franchise with the Falcons, you can trade Kirk Cousins now. Because you can rock out with Michael Penix Jr. Let's see though. Let's see where it falls. So the Rams are on the clock. Cincinnati pick is in. I can't wait to drop. Hey, you know I'm not lying. You could just. I'm telling you, you play franchise for the next Madden. Kirk Cousins is immediately on the block in your franchise. You know that. Ain't nobody gonna keep that contract.
no, sir. No, sir.
Hey, John Carroll said AR in the trade ASAP. Okay, let's get ready for the Cincinnati pick.
This pick is taking a long time.
Here goes his pick. And the pick is going to be Marius Mims, the offensive tackle out of Georgia, going to the Cincinnati Bengals.
Dog.
Yes, sir. Our Bulldog. I thought he actually slipped due to the crazy QB frenzy, but in other years, he probably been the first top. He probably been the top 10 pick in other years. What y'all thinking about that pick?
Hey, great pick. You gotta protect your franchise quarterback, man. And of course, me and you, Nate, we've seen what he's done. What he's done at Georgia, being able to block and protect our quarterback. So it's a great pick. The O-line picks are never flashy, but they always pay off when it turns out well. So it's a nice pick.
I like this pick for Cincinnati, man. They definitely when you got Myles Garrett, you got TJ Watt, you got some all-pro pass rushers, man. You got to protect your investment, man. And I think this might be the first round pick. I think the Bengals have invested in offensive linemen.
Oh my God, I remember that play against Tech. That play was crazy. Might be a big process. Exactly. He's great. Nobody really talks about Mims like that. Nobody talks about Mims enough.
He's athletic for 3'4". A guy 3'4". He got light feet. He
can move. Yes, sir.
So he might compete.
Joe Burrow ain't got to worry about getting hit on that side of the field. He gonna have Joe Burrow straight. All right, the next team is the Rams. What do y'all think the Rams are gonna do?
Corner.
Corner.
Take whichever one.
Hey man, I know we'll pick. No, we ain't got them on the board until 20, but the Steelers gonna end up with Jared Verse, aren't they?
I can see it. I could definitely see them putting Jared Verse on the other side of TJ Watt, and that's going to be scary.
They're going to pair up Jared Verse with TJ Watt, aren't they?
Hey, so I got something in my group chat. that said there was wild footage that Falcons GM Terry Fontenot trying to explain himself to Arthur Blank or why they selected Michael Penix Jr. I might watch that later.
Wow.
So yeah,
send me that. I would love to see that.
I need to see it too.
FA. What do you say? F in different languages. We need to practice that because this ain't incomplete. It's some mad people in Atlanta right now, boy. I tell you that. Ooh. Hey man, we ain't got no first round.
Laugh through the pain. Hey man, all you can do is laugh. If you've been a Falcons fan, you just know Falcons go Falcon, but I'm not gonna kill Michael Penix. I'm gonna leave Michael Penix Jr. alone. He's a Falcon. I ain't nothing we can do about it, so I'm gonna leave him alone. It's just a typical day one for the Falcons. Everybody go fuss, and then day two, everybody gonna chill out. That's how I usually go.
That's how it always goes.
I did not kill Michael Penix Jr. I'm talking about the situation that he's in. I never disliked the player. Oh, he said I saw when they showed the draft room. Oh, okay. So you did see what they're talking about.
Hey man, it's nice to not have a first round pick this year again. I got to deal with all this chaos and stress.
Man,
listen, my phone have not stopped buzzing since the Michael Penix pick.
When you said that this pick gonna be interesting, I'm like, who y'all taking? I'm like, I was like, okay, if y'all take like any defensive player, I'd have been cool, but I was not expecting a quarterback.
but you know they've been like the signs were pointing to that because they have been they have been really honing in on him the past few weeks. So I'm really not too surprised, but still shocking though.
Man, what jersey number Michael Penix Jr. gonna wear? I was just thinking about that. I'm trying to figure that out.
It's a good question.
They ain't retired Mike Vick's jersey yet.
Bijan got his jersey.
It's Bijan, man.
No, I don't know, man.
Number 1? I don't know.
Who number? Oh, Drake London wear number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Drake is number 5.
Yeah, y'all got all them guys wearing them single number digits.
Kyle Pitts is 8.
Pitts is 8. Bijan 7. Drake 5.
Koo is 6.
Oh yeah, Koo is 6.
Who 3?
Jesse Bates is 3.
Jesse Bates is 3. Yep.
So y'all got a 4.
JB 3.
Drake, I think Drake gonna have a good year. I really do.
I like Drake.
Ooh, I can see that number for Michael Penix. I know. What's his name got that number? I think
Lorenzo Carter
got that number.
Lorenzo Carter has 0.
Oh, him wearing Matt Ryan's number?
Immediately? Right after he retired?
They might try to take Matt Ryan off the market.
Yeah, that's tough right there.
All right, who the Rams taking?
The Rams are selecting Jared Verse, the replacement for Aaron Donald, the defensive end out of Florida State. This was my guy in 22. I was hoping he made it to the Falcons tomorrow, but the Rams have automatically replaced Aaron Donald with a very solid defensive end in Jared Verse. If you watched him, he was arguably one of the best defensive ends in college. What y'all think about him?
Hey man, Jared Verse is a great story, man. He's actually, I think he's from Dayton, Ohio, but he went to school at Albany or something, some small school, and then he did really good there, and then he transferred to Florida State, man, and he really turned up, man. Real twitchy guy, real powerful twitchy guy, man. I think this is a great pick for the Rams.
Yeah, like you said, they needed some more defensive firepower with Aaron Donald retiring. So This is a great pick. This is another guy I have been watching for the past couple years. Also, Nate, would have loved for him to be a Falcon. I feel like I say that a lot, but he's a great fit. He's a great fit in LA, man. They lost one of the best defensive players ever, so we'll see how it turns out with Jared Verse.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving on to the 20th team on the board. Shout out to my aunt, my dad. They are all Steelers fans. Y'all will not be allowed to invade our building this season. I hope Arthur Smith take y'all offense to 7-10, just like he had us for the last 3 seasons. But they're in a prime position to really go get one of the best defensive corners in the draft. What y'all think they're gonna do here at 20?
I mean, corner, corner. That take a pick. It could be Mitchell. Mitchell, man, this will be a good value, great value for Mitchell here. To play next to Joey Porter Jr. That's going to be a very, very athletic secondary.
Yeah, I don't really know what the Steelers do right here because they got their picks. They got pick all. Ugh.
Yeah, I honestly think they go corner, but I mean, this is another case of a pretty solid team of like the rich get richer, pretty solid team, and they got their pick of a lot of talent. So I think they go corner.
Offensive lineman, Alon said Graham.
I was just about to say that too. I was just about to say that.
Amber.
They could use a interior lineman for sure.
Terrion Arnold. I could see that.
Yeah, I was just about to say that too. That they could double down with Broderick Jones and put a tackle on the opposite side of him. And that's another thing. Like with the players, with the quarterbacks going the way they did, this is starting to become very interesting. It's starting to look like a lot of tackles gonna fall to playoff teams, which means the receiver run, when it does happen, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because we only got Neighbors and Marvin, and the 3 that we knew that was gonna go, the only 3 that's off the board, which is crazy.
Yeah.
You're gonna see that run of AD Mitchell and Ladd McConkey and all them probably tomorrow. Who knows? Well, it's still 12 picks, so we don't know.
Yeah.
Well, 2 teams at the bottom definitely gonna be considering wide receiver is the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm just intrigued to see what Pittsburgh got a lot of options here at 20. So I don't know what they do.
Yeah, they can literally just do anything.
Hey man, if I'm them, I'm taking a corner. You got to have guys in our division. You got to cover, Jamar, Higgins. You got Zay Flowers. You got Amari Cooper. You got to be able to cover guys in the AFC. That's just the name of the game. People got receivers. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I think they're gonna address the line in some sort. I definitely think. But here's the question: with all of this coming up, what do the Dolphins do next?
Xavier Worthy off the board.
Oh boy, that would be
Worthy
unfair.
off the board, man. Miami, add to the speed.
That would be unfair. Oh, another thing I meant to point out to y'all. The Rams already got 2 solid and got another solid piece too, because you got Kobe Turner last year in the draft. So now you get to add what's his name with him? You add Jared Verse to him. So you starting to put something together out there. Let's see what Pittsburgh goes here, and then we're gonna start getting into these playoff teams. You got the Dolphins, the Eagles, the Jaguars move back. Dallas coming up, so
Pittsburgh made the playoffs. Pittsburgh made the playoffs last year.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting they made the playoffs. That game was forgettable. That's why I forgot they made the playoffs last year.
Very forgettable.
But I will say a dark horse here. If they did something crazy, they could take a receiver. Because they did. Deontay Johnson did get traded, but I think they go with a corner or O lineman here. Eagles get best bulldog available. Who the best bulldog available this year?
Boy, if they go get darn
Kamari,
I'll be real with you. No Bulldogs. Yeah. No Bulldog should go at this point until later. I think the Bulldog run should be tomorrow. I'm seeing Troy Fautanu. Yeah, I'm hearing Troy Fautanu also. So they'll be getting ready to come up shortly, and I will definitely reveal that.
And they do need to protect their quarterback. So that definitely makes a lot of sense. That would be a good pick for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Troy Fautanu and Broderick Jones, that just make perfect sense. You got solid tackles for Russell Wilson, so they're getting a chance to build their offensive line while everybody go crazy on the quarterback. So that Cam Hayward. Oh, it is Cam Hayward.
Hey, shout out to the former Buckeye.
He
got to fix his tie.
I know it's a little tilted.
Well, I ain't gonna say nothing to him. He about 300 pounds. Hey man.
Yeah.
He a great person though, man. He a real good dude. Do a lot for the community in Pittsburgh and stuff. Yep. I love the brother, but the suit is cheese.
Cheese is crazy.
I'm assuming he's going to announce the pick.
I believe so.
And it's the offensive tackle out of Washington, Troy Fautanu. I actually like Troy Fautanu. I think he was slept on because of the conference he was in. How y'all feel about him?
Hey man, shout out to Washington, man. That's what, 3 first-round picks?
That's 3. Yeah.
From the national championship team. And shout out to the Samoans and the Hawaiians, man. They doing good tonight, man. They doing real good. But he's a feisty player, man. That they got some dogs on that Husky team, man, for last year. He got real good feet too, man. So they definitely gonna need it with them scrambling quarterbacks. So I think it's a really good value pick here.
Yeah, great value pick. You know, you need to protect your quarterbacks, like you said, and whoever's going to be the starter, which is probably going to be Russ, but yeah, Justin Fields also. Yeah, they could have did anything here. I thought they would probably go corner, but I'm never going to argue with the O-line pick and building out the trenches. So
yeah, somebody said O-line going more to defense. Hey man, you got to protect, man, that interior. You got to protect that interior of that line, man. It's very, very sensitive for quarterbacks.
Yeah, definitely. The offensive line, I got to give it to the offensive line. The offensive line run's been so crazy that tomorrow might get crazier as far as the draft, because with this offensive line run going right now, who knows? But on the board now is Miami. What in the world do they do here?
I think they go take a lineman. I think it could be Graham Barton. They did lose, I think, Robert Hunt this year in the offseason. I think he went to the Panthers, if I'm not mistaken. They gotta protect too. That's the investment, and I think as the year went on, he wore down. So it's probably smart that they invest in their offensive line.
Do the Dolphins shock everybody and go corner here? Because I mean, they're gonna have their pick of the litter too.
They released Xavier Howard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they still got Ramsey. It'd be interesting. I think they need to go O-line here. But I could see corner as an option too, but I think they need to protect Tua.
Yeah, it's interesting because we haven't seen a corner yet, right?
I don't think so. No, we haven't.
We haven't seen a corner yet. So maybe the first corner comes off the board here.
If not, the corner is definitely going off the next pick.
Oh, absolutely. Philadelphia might be running to the podium right now.
So I got a question. So outside of the Falcons, what has been the most head-scratching pick that you have seen so far?
The most head-scratching pick?
If you want me to be honest, I don't think there's been a head-scratching pick.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, the only one that I might say is the Raiders.
Yeah.
Picking Brock Bowers. That probably would be the one that I would pick out of all the picks. But honestly, all the other picks, I mean, they were fits for their team.
It was a head scratcher because of the time of where they took him. It wasn't a head scratcher pick as far as the talent of the player.
Nobody had Michael Penix Jr. mocked to the Atlanta Falcons. Let's just be honest here. No one had that.
They did, but second round. Nobody had him in the first, like you said.
I'm talking, nobody had him at 8.
Mm-hmm.
I did not see that in no mock draft.
I see Latu, Turner, Verse, Byron Murphy, receiver. Yep. Like it really was a out of the blue pick for the Falcons. It definitely was.
If you wanted to draft a quarterback, you should have hired an offensive player as your coach. This is confusing to me. That's why this don't make sense to me. You drafted. I can understand the Commanders because they stink. They stink. They need a face of their franchise. I don't think y'all was there yet, and y'all passed on them times. It doesn't make sense. Go hire an offensive coach, man. Especially a defensive coach, man. You get a good offensive coordinator, he gonna be gone in a year. That's how the league works now. If whoever y'all coordinator do good with Penix, he ain't gonna be there. He ain't
Robinson, yeah.
He gonna be gone. He getting a job. And guess what? Raheem gonna have to hire another coordinator. And we saw what happened with the Eagles. We saw what happened when they offensive coordinator left. They had all them problems.
No, we're not. We're not saying that either. I think the thing is like you said. You've been saying we trust Kirk Cousins 100%. I don't think anybody would say they trust him 100%. But I think the biggest thing is I don't think anyone thought that would be the pick at 8. I think we all knew we were getting a quarterback in this draft. I don't think we thought it would be at 8. I think they thought they had their shot at one of the better defensive players. I think that's what most of the fan base thought. And no, we're not looking at it wrong because I don't like Taylor Heinicke either. I want Taylor Heinicke to be in the stands like me.
So, man.
We have that. Yeah, I think that the offense. I think the offense is going to be fine. Yeah. I think short term the Falcons are fine. Let's say we draft an edge. Who we draft tomorrow? It would have been either or. I think it would have been edge QB. It could go QB edge. Either way, I think that was going to be the option. Now I think we're going to probably go edge or corner.
How would y'all feel about Chop?
I would love Chop. I would love that.
I'm not going to comment on that because he's not going to be there tomorrow.
You don't know that. I just asked you, will Chop be there?
Wow. I see the vibes, man. I see the vibes.
Yeah, I love Chop. I think Chop's gonna be an awesome defensive end wherever he goes. And boy, get ready for where he about to go.
Yeah, the Dolphins might draft defense here. They probably gonna take a corner actually, because they definitely lost a lot of defense. But I don't think the Dolphins gonna be as good next year. I don't think the Dolphins going to the playoffs.
Wow.
And the Miami Dolphins select Chop Robinson, the defensive end out of Penn State.
Well,
there goes that.
That's why I didn't say much about it, because I seen it come across my phone that they were taking Chop Robinson. And Chop Robinson with Shaq Barrett, Jalen Phillips, that defense is actually going to be pretty good. This year they added, what's his name in the offseason? What, Poyer? They added Poyer.
Jordan Poyer, yep.
Out there. So that defense is starting to come together in Miami, for sure.
I still don't think that they will make the playoffs next year.
That's interesting.
I saw what happened against Kansas City. I saw when that team got worn down, and they soft. They're a soft team. They're fast, but you get them be a little physical, and they soft.
Tua got to go. Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Now, next team on the board, the Philadelphia Eagles better run to the podium and take whatever corner they want, because you got your pick. Nate Wiggins to the Eagles. I'm going ahead calling it. You got to be either Nate Wiggins or Quinn Mitchell. You better go ahead and I don't care who you take. It got to be a corner if you're Philadelphia.
I think the next two picks gonna be corners.
Philly and Jacksonville.
I just wonder which corner is gonna go to Philly. Who y'all got?
I think it's gonna be Cooper DeJean.
DeJean.
They have to put some Dijon on them cheesesteaks.
I'll say Quinn Mitchell. But either or.
Ooh, the Cavs got their butts kicked tonight. Oh my gosh.
Wow, I forgot about that game.
I did too.
That's disgusting. That score is disgusting. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Were they the first game of the night?
Hopefully people were watching the draft and they missed that. If they got
they almost lost. They almost lost by 40.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh my.
And they gave up 121 to the
Magic.
Magic.
The Warriors at home. Do the Eagles go? Do the UGA Eagles show up again?
Nah,
not right here. Because I don't think they would have him over the other corners.
Yeah.
That's the area you're leaning. Yeah, I don't think they have him over the other corners. But who knows?
And the Eagles are still hadn't made their pick yet. And it's that Kool-Aid not room. I wouldn't mind Kool-Aid falling to Atlanta tomorrow night. And let him learn up on AJ Terrell. I'm really intrigued to see what player Philly's gonna go here. You have to go corner. I'm intrigued to see who they're gonna go here. We getting, and everyone that's tuning in, we getting to that last 10 too. We're getting to the back end of the draft. Tomorrow gonna be a lot smoother. You know, they do all the extra stuff tonight.
Dang, they got a lot of executives in their draft room. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of suits in there, man.
My goodness. Rock Yasin. Yeah, I remember him.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about Kool-Aid.
I honestly forgot about him too.
Me too. Let me go check the comments. Yeah. Is the commish falling asleep or something?
Hey, nah, man. He kind of walking a little slow, man. They said he had back surgery recently.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
He looks stiff. He like he hurt. I wouldn't be want to walk up there up and down too. Just send me the pic while I stand up there in the chair.
Hey, for real.
We always get booed.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most successful players of the program is Jordan Mailata. Jordan is currently in his native Australia for the opening of a new NFL academy for high school football players. To make the Eagles selection, let's join Jordan live at the Eagles draft party in Burleigh Beach, Gold Coast, Australia. Thank you, Jordan. Also, Vince.
Oh, this is cool.
Okay. And the Eagles select Quinyon Mitchell, the corner out of Toledo. Eagles stayed back and got blessed. What y'all think about Quinyon Mitchell?
Great pick. I love it.
Rich get richer, man. Rich get richer. They needed a corner bad. They got, one of, if not the best cornerback in the draft.
He learned it from some great vets. Great vets, man. So he could come in there. He could probably start. Got great ball skills. You got to be better against the run, but yeah, I like this pick, man, for the Eagles, man.
Oh, yeah, I love this pick. Man, do we see the run at corner start now?
That's a great question. That is a great question. Might be the best pick
Hey,
of the first round.
hey, man.
Of course. Great
It
pick.
don't matter. It don't matter where you go to school at, man. As long as you get an opportunity to shine at the best moment, because he did really well at the Senior Bowl.
I agree 100%.
Just know that as any kid, any person out there who playing football, man. As long as you get an opportunity, he went to a mid-major school, man. Toledo done produce some players, man. Kareem Hunt, Deontay Johnson.
That is true. That is true. Now the Jaguars finally gonna get the pick. Do they go get one of the other solid corners? What y'all got the Jaguars doing here?
Corner.
Yeah, we're gonna see another corner come off the board here.
Coop definitely getting off the board.
Ready to see what the Jaguars are gonna do here. They dragging it out now, getting to them last picks.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah, Jacksonville definitely got to take a corner.
Okay, the Jags pick is it. I wonder, is it gonna be Terrion Arnold here? Or do they address their offensive line?
That's who I was thinking of. Arnold.
Yeah, I think I forgot he. Yeah,
Arnold's still there.
Oh man, I done seen the pick. Cowboy fans, you're gonna be sick.
Or do they try to go get them a weapon to play with Trevor, man? Trevor's been getting some heat online, man. They've been questioning him lately.
They got what? They signed Calvin Ridley.
They lost Calvin. So.
Oh, they lost Calvin. I'm sorry. They got Gabe Davis.
Back to live action.
They got Gabe Davis. Who's their other receiver? Christian Kirk. Who's their other receiver?
It's Gabe and Kirk for now.
Gabe and Christian Kirk. Other than that,
I think the Cowboys might consider. They're probably going to go offensive line. It's probably going to be an offensive lineman. Just hide in my face, brother, okay? I'm just going to hide my face.
It hasn't been many trades either, man. This has been kind of surprising.
Yeah, for the most part, it's been pretty quiet.
Been the Vikings.
Yeah, other than the Vikings, it's been quiet trade wise.
All right, the Jaguars pick is in. And the Jaguars select Brian Thomas Jr., the wide receiver out of LSU, to give Trevor Lawrence another weapon. What do y'all think about that pick? I know, bro. I know.
Interesting pick. I think they need defense. But I get the logic that division you're gonna have to be able to score, but you also gotta be able to stop somebody. But Thomas, man, he might be a player.
Oh yeah,
he has the size, he has the speed, he could be one of those next LSU like secondary receivers who might actually be better than the first guy who got drafted.
That is
Very possible. Very possible.
They kind of like Ohio State, man. They get them wide receivers, and them guys can be number ones anywhere, but they number two. So I like him. I like him as a player.
I do
man.
too. I'm a huge Brian Thomas fan.
He could really stretch the field. Yeah, I thought they would go corner right there, but they got a weapon for Trevor Lawrence after losing Calvin Ridley. So I can't argue with it. He's one of them ones, man. He might end up being one of the best receivers in the draft. So
that's the best way to put it. He won them one. It ain't no other way to put it. He won the ones.
he definitely is.
Dallas.
The Dallas Cowboys. What do they do here? I'm thinking offense. This could be a Graham Barton or Tyler Guyton destination. What do y'all think?
O-line makes sense. O-line probably makes the most sense for them. Now seeing Brian Thomas come off the board, definitely O-line.
I'm intrigued now where the Cowboys would go. Because see, losing Tyron Smith, this could be it. This could be an interesting spot for him to fall to.
Yeah,
Let's see what the Cowboy fans. He said offensive line. When Penix won the Super Bowl, remember y'all, we never trashed Michael Penix Jr. And guess what? I'm gonna be there with all my Super Bowl memorabilia.
Oh, I'm right. I'm right at the parade, man.
Who you
Doing the
telling?
bankhead bounce.
You ain't lying.
The bankhead bounce.
Might be at man.
At the
Might be at
parade,
man.
I gotta learn the bankhead bounce.
Oh
You
yes,
never know
sir.
about magic,
ATL.
man.
We're gonna teach you. Or DB,
All
yeah,
right.
they didn't resign Gilly. That's every kid dream to get picked by the Cowboys. Has Kyron been announced yet? I don't think so. But I do think
Jerry Jones is saying, I want Xavier Worthy. He's the fastest guy in the draft. We might
I would
lose.
love to see Xavier Worthy in a Cowboy uniform. Also, because they do need to get a wide receiver.
That would be interesting.
I'm very intrigued to see what the Cowboys do here.
It's got to be Graham. They definitely need offensive linemen, though.
And contrary to believe, the Cowboys actually do a really good job in the draft. It's just about the production on the field. That's really come down to. The Cowboys really do a good job on as far as drafting. They're not gonna do anything until you get rid of number 4. I think you're gonna get a running back tomorrow. I think you will get a running back tomorrow. And then after that, we got Green Bay and Tampa, and then Arizona's gonna be back on the clock for the second time tonight. So we getting to the end. We're getting to some of those teams that were deep in the postseason. They got some options that they can pick here. I'm trying to see which edge rushers are available because I know we've been talking about edge rushers for the Falcons. I'm trying to see I need to look at a draft tracker to see who's available as far as that pass rush.
Oh, yeah, this is Serena's team. So shout out to Serena at HGS. Hopefully they'll make her proud.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, hey, shout out to Serena, man. My fellow April birthday.
Yes,
Shout
sir. I'm trying to find the best remaining. Okay, here we go. So as far as like the pass rushers that's left, you got Darius Robinson out of Missouri that could potentially go tomorrow. Marshawn Nealon is a guy tomorrow that could be in the position for the Falcons if they decide to go pass rusher there. Who else? I'm just looking at some different names. Chris Braswell from Alabama is probably a third round guy you can look into. T'Vondre Sweat. So some of those guys will be around tomorrow. But I can't say that the corner depth is a little crazy right now. You really can. And the Cowboys, are the Cowboys going to use the whole clock?
Hey, man.
Jerry said, I want Worthy. I ain't paying two of these wide receivers.
Brian Thomas got picked, man, and threw a wrench in their plans, man.
As they trade, the Lions have traded up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Detroit about to go crazy. They about to do the Blaine Icewood now. Hey.
I got Nate Wiggins going to the Lions. I'm just going to throw it out there. I think Nate Wiggins. I'm going to go Nate Wiggins to the Lions. The Lions have moved up with the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm about to turn the sound on for this. I know Detroit about to go stupid.
Oh yeah.
My first home away from home. Shout out to Detroit.
Shout out to my people in Detroit, man.
Hey man, Dan Kelber, man, Brad Holmes, man, they done a great job of building that team. I know my boy Kyle ain't on the live, man, but I know he hyped right now. He geeked.
Shout out to the Lions, man. Them boys came so close to being in the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, I don't know if he's watching or not, but shout out to my dog Antoine, man.
Yes, sir.
Those Lions.
Antoine, my boy Kyrie, the other Georgia Southern alum. They are big time Cowboy fans. I mean, Lion fans. So the Cowboys swapped first. They picked up a third, and then the Lions got a 7th round pick next year. So the Cowboys picked up a third for tomorrow, which is good. If it wasn't for Josh Allen, he sold that game. I want to see what I think the Lions came up to get a corner. They might have came up and got Nate Wiggins. Ooh.
I think they might have pulled a receiver. I don't know. I think they might did a curveball or some weird stuff here.
Man, that will honestly be crazy. Okay.
We would love to, but unfortunately, they got it where the YouTube is really strict. So, unfortunately, that's the only reason why we're not. Yeah, that's what I think too. I think Brian Thomas is going to be a Cowboy.
Mitchell just came off the board.
Yeah, Quinion with the Philly. Or unless you're talking about AD Mitchell.
My God. Hey, that suit clean.
Yeah, that suit nice, man. Hey, man,
that suit is nice.
Why do the NFL players know how to dress for the draft, but these NBA cats don't? We need to talk about that too. No more exposed ankles. I don't want to see no more exposed Achilles and no more exposed ankles. Put some socks on and get your shoes. Put the socks on and get them down to the shoe.
Them NBA players different, man. They're just different.
Swanky. Need to take some notes. Wear a tie. Hey, this place about to go nuts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Sixers won tonight. They cut the series to 2-1.
Okay.
You know they had to take that extra time for the Lions. That I respect it.
Hey man, bring the draft to Atlanta. I'll be there.
Please do. I would be there too.
We definitely gonna have to have a live draft.
Who you telling?
Oh, whoa, that'd be cool.
Live in the bins. And the Lions select Terrion Arnold, the corner out of Alabama. That's a great pickup for a team that had a solid. The Lions have had 3 really good drafts the last couple of years. There's a big reason why they was in the NFC Championship game last year. And now you add Terrion to the secondary.
You see who his agent is? Agent Nicole Lynn. That's the GOAT. That's the girl right there. And he about to ball out, man. That's a great pick for the Detroit Lions, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Do the Blade Icewood for the one time. You know what I'm saying? Yay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, they deserve that pick.
How you feel about that pick, KD?
Man, great pick. I love the Lions team overall, man. They're just such a young, exciting team. But that's an amazing pick. And you know, a lot of people had Arnold mocked much higher.
Yes.
So he was mocked high. So for them to be aggressive and trade up and get him, that's an A+ for me.
And then they already got a steal last year in the draft with Brian Branch. So now you adding him out there too. It's getting a little spooky out there in Detroit.
Yeah.
That's what happened when you got some competent people running your organization and your owners let people do their jobs.
Yeah, sell the team while blank. But keep going. And up next, another team who really does very well at draft, the Green Bay Packers. What do y'all think they go?
Green Bay, it's interesting.
Green Bay is tough.
Offensive, I feel like offensive line. They signed Josh Jacobs. I can see this being a spot for Graham Burton or Cooper DeJean. They'd be either or.
Yeah, Cooper's really falling now. Yeah, Graham Barton.
Yeah, I could definitely see them going offensive line here for sure. I know they're getting their guys are getting older. I think Barkley Yardy's like 32 or something at this point. 32 is not old, by the way, but 32 is older than the National Football League. Just want to put a disclaimer out there because I'm 33, so hey, just making it known.
Yeah, and they actually didn't they cut Bakhtiari?
I think he might have. Yeah,
they cut Bakhtiari.
Hey,
right?
we know. Hey, that's not the point. That's not the point.
So yeah, it would make sense to go O-line here.
Oh, he got the Lions crowd getting hyped. And for everybody tuned in, we still appreciate y'all, man. There's a lot of y'all still tuned in throughout the entire almost 3.5 hours. So I appreciate that.
Yeah,
appreciate y'all.
Appreciate the support for sure.
You Lion fans going crazy with Terrion Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
We love you too.
We love you too.
I'm only here because my TV 2 minutes behind. Hey, it be like that sometimes.
Hey, but that's support, man.
Listen,
support.
Nate got the fastest TV in the world, so you're gonna know the pick about about a minute before it actually happens.
I don't
on
know what
your
he's talking
TV.
about.
So
I don't know what he's talking about. Hey man, listen. This is just a funny story that's off draft topic. A lot of times when we be on the phone chopping it up and watching the game, whatever, I always mute my TV. So hey man, oh Lord, reset I'm already in the second round. That's tomorrow. Same, I haven't been out of my TV. Okay, just move. Congratulations on your move. Congratulations on the new spot. So I appreciate y'all. We appreciate you.
oh yeah.
Nate got this sounds. And the Packers pick is in. I'm intrigued to see what they're gonna do. And then the Bucks are up next. I think the Bucks might go corner also.
They might go Cooper, man.
What in the world?
That sound like a Buccaneer pick too.
Yeah, Cooper sounds just like he just sounds like a Bucks player.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper DeJean. Yeah.
Hey, I actually know one of those cheerleaders.
That could be intriguing too.
That's dope. Kool-Aid. To the Packers, Kool-Aid. They could. I mean, that would be cool to announce his name like first round.
That would be cool.
Oh my, I seen the video they're talking about of Terry Fontenot, and yeah.
Oh wow. I need to see that video.
Where'd you go? You see that video?
I said I need to see it.
The Packers select the offensive tackle out of Arizona, Jordan Morgan. They definitely needed to address their offensive line.
Yikes. Y'all see the dude laughing at him? Hey, he getting trolled by Lions fans. That's wild. Hey, man.
Funny.
They got a good draft history with people, man. They'll be all right.
He gon' all right, Lions fans. Don't you laughing? He gonna probably be an all-pro. Don't you do that?
And y'all saw that the Packers won a playoff game.
Come on, you come around. You got it. Here's some highlights of Jordan Moore. Arizona, I'm intrigued to see what Arizona go. Shout out to Arizona getting a first round pick from out of there too. Somebody said who? W Arizona. What like? Oh man. And up next is also another division rival, ours, the Buccaneers. I see that their pick is also in. What do you think the Bucs are going to take here? I think it could be a corner.
I think it's Cooper DeJean, honestly. I think it's going to be a corner.
They lost Carlton Davis, right?
Anywhere else. Yep, they did.
Yeah, I think it's finally for time for Coop to come off.
Yeah, it's about that time. It's definitely about that time.
Man, these draft rooms be having a lot of people in there, boy. I tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. They said the draft is in Green Bay next year. Yeah, I won't be making that trip.
Wow.
Yeah,
why?
They can have fun with that.
I understand it's historic, but why?
Can they get a new stadium, please? I'm over this historic mess. Same for Wrigley Field.
Hey man, what's wrong with Lambeau?
Land no.
Hey man, just because the Falcons ain't had no good luck there, man.
Hey, chill out. We were the first team to win a playoff game now.
Yeah, we won the first playoff game there.
We were the first road team to win a playoff game there.
First road team, man.
Now I need them to get actual seats for their fans. Their fans do not deserve to come to a game and sit on high school bleachers.
Yeah, it's crazy. They sit on that concrete out there, man. That's insane. In the year 2024. So.
Yeah, I've been out to Green Bay. It's an interesting place.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Oh, I'm sure. I am sure it's interesting out there.
Yeah. So, oh boy, man, I just can't imagine what these sports radio shows in Atlanta are going to be like this evening and the next couple of days.
Oh man, when I wake up tomorrow, that's the first thing I'm listening to is sports radio. I got to hear this. I have to hear this.
So if I take a step back, if the weapons are there for Atlanta, for Penix to succeed once he steps in. So I think long term this could work. I just think the Cousins thing is the issue that people have, is that why would you sign a quarterback to that much money? That much money if you knew that you were going to take a quarterback in the first round.
In the first round. Top 10.
Top 10. That's rich.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
How's your offense? Y'all got your offensive line pretty good, ain't it?
Yeah, we actually have a pretty solid offensive line for the most part. But yeah, like you said, that's my only problem with it, honestly.
Okay. Y'all got cap space?
Kirk took a lot of that cap space up.
Yeah, Kirk took a lot of it, but
okay, because I would have thought y'all might have got maybe Hendrickson or something. Y'all could trade for him since he won out or something, you know.
See, we were in the Danielle Hunter race, but Danielle Hunter ultimately chose Houston. Like I said, I think, and that's my thing, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I love Michael Penix Jr. That was one of my favorite quarterbacks in the draft, anyway. So I had always wanted him to be a Falcon. I just, like I said, I think for majority of the fan base, they are just confused with it being an 8. I think that's the biggest thing for everybody. Yeah. But do I think that long term he's going to work out and possibly do some work for the Falcons? I do. I think he could. I think he's the thing is, when I'm looking at it from a long term perspective, the Falcons are doing the long term smart thing. You brought him in because Kirk Cousins is not a trash quarterback. He's going to get a chance to learn from one of the better quarterbacks in the league. So,
yep.
2 years down the road, maybe next year down the road, depending on the Kirk Cousins situation, the Falcons could potentially cut bait. You're also looking at the fact you could lose your first round pick next year. So if he doesn't work out, guess what? You cut bait and then you already got your first round pick this year with Michael Penix Jr. So it's one that's going to be seen. That's what I say with that one.
If y'all lose their first round, if they got scared that they were gonna lose their first round pick next year and take a quarterback, that ain't good.
That's not good.
That's not good.
I feel like they know. I feel like they got some insight on what that punishment is gonna be for them to go back to Penix
Jr. That could be it. I would hate to lose a first rounder though. A first rounder?
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, next year's draft, man, there's some good. Well, y'all don't need wide receivers, so I'm happy. It's some good wide receivers in next year's draft. So I'm like, I can talk first round picks again. Let's go. So yes, man. Oh, the pick is in for Tampa. Let's see who they go take.
Yeah, let's see who they're gonna go here. I would think corner, but at this point, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna predict it for anybody. I have a podcast. My podcast is All In with Nate. You definitely need to sub and you get a chance to check us out some more. And they'll be on here for sure too. And the Bucs select offensive lineman Graham Barton. That's a good pickup for the Buccaneers because Ryan Jackson is turning 33 this year.
I forgot about Ryan Jansen. You know that this is becoming a lot of offensive linemen, interior offensive linemen specifically, which is telling me that with the interior pressure that defenses are providing is really impacting quarterbacks.
This is
yeah.
And you know something, and I hope that this is motivation for all you guys that play on the offensive line that think you don't have a shot in the NFL. You definitely do, because this draft has been one of the biggest runs on the offensive line I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I can't recall the last time I've seen this many offensive linemen just get taken like this in the first round.
Hey man, these guys get paid. You see what offensive linemen, offensive guards are getting paid now. It's like, okay, if you 6'4", 6'3", man, or you 6'5", man, if you can't be no 2 guard or nothing like that, you might as well get your butt on the line, buddy.
That's true. That is so true. And the Cardinals on the board for the second time tonight. I'm gonna hide. Let me change that because they took a receiver, so there's no point in them unless they want to double up at receiver. But here are my needs for the Cardinals. Let's see what the Cardinals take at 27. We're getting to the end. You got the Bills, the Cowboys, the Ravens, and the 2 Super Bowl teams coming up.
This got to be Cooper DeJean, man. Or
Okay. The Cardinals selected Darius Robinson out of Mizzou. That's a good pick.
That jacket is interesting.
It is.
Oh yeah, he went to KNG and said that would have won right there.
I heard Darius Robinson's name mentioned in the late first round. A couple times, so I'm not surprised by this. Okay.
Get some of his highlights up for everybody to see. Yeah, Darius Robinson started to emerge as a name. Like he was one of them post college football season guys that emerged. Oh my God.
Yeah, he played good against Ohio State.
Hey,
I remember that Georgia game because that Georgia game was pretty close.
Yes,
it was.
3.5 quarters.
Oh yeah,
that was a good game.
A defensive line interception to actually beat those boys are tough. And I hated that.
That was a tough game. Yeah.
Here's some of his highlight. He's gonna be pass rusher for the Arizona Cardinals. I'm excited for this guy, man.
Okay. Yeah, he's 6'5", 285. Man, he got long arms. He really strong, man. Really strong and powerful. Could get good penetration, man. He ain't really a bending type defensive end, so he plays straight up. So he gonna have to get his pad level together. But he really good against the run. I like what Arizona is doing.
Yeah, they're quietly putting a nice little team together, trying to rebuild the roster. So I respect it.
That's true. Next is the Buffalo Bills. Do we see Xavier Worthy come off the board here?
I think this will be
AD?
what? It's either gonna be AD Mitchell or it might be Ladd.
Ooh. I'll say AD Mitchell comes off the board right here.
Yeah.
Well, I've got some news for the fans. The Bills won't be making this pick because they have just traded it. Not sure who's their trade partner, but the Bills will be trading pick 28. We'll find out shortly who it's going to be. Because they hadn't even updated on NFL Network yet, but I do know that the Bills have traded this pick.
And it looks like, okay, I see who they traded it to. Wow. Wow.
Oh, he from Michigan? That's dope. That's cool. That's a dream. That's a dope dream to have your name called in your home state.
In Detroit. Yeah, that is cool right there.
Oh boy, it's a receiver.
Oh my goodness, the Kansas City Chiefs, the defending two-time Super Bowl champions, have traded up with the Buffalo Bills. They will be picking at 28.
They said Rashi messed up. We about to go get us a receiver. If they get Xavier Worthy, it's gonna be
Worthy or AD Mitchell here.
Oh man, Xavier Worthy, come on down.
The Chiefs have traded up with the Buffalo Bills. What do the Chiefs see here?
It's gotta be Worthy, bro. They gotta get a guy who fast. Well, I hope Rice ain't gonna be suspended for a long time because he was coming on towards the end of the season and the playoffs.
Yeah,
but they do need a safety plan. I can see it be an AD Mitchell, or it's gonna be interesting. It's depending on what type of receiver they want.
I can see them finally getting their Tyreek Hill back and getting Xavier Worthy, man.
And let me see what the details is of this trade for the Chiefs. The Chiefs. Hold on, I'm trying to see what this is. He's just seen it. Crap. I hate when it pop up on your phone and it goes away. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's about to get scary.
It's about to get spooky in Kansas City.
It's about to get spooky, man. It's about to get spooky.
You know it too?
Nah, I have a feeling.
You know it. Oh boy.
This was easy. This was easy. This was too easy. Like
this was given back in February.
You talk about the rich getting richer, the wealthy getting wealthier. Let's put it that way.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And it's like, who's the team that can compete with the Chiefs, man? It's tough. It's like the 49ers done tried a couple times. No luck. And then the AFC is I don't want to be biased because our quarterback situation is the big question. But I think the Browns is the biggest competitors, man. Ravens, man. The Ravens, they cook. Ravens ain't good. They don't have the pass. They don't have the pass rushers to stop the Chiefs, man. And Lamar, when the Chiefs tighten up that defense, man, it's curtains. It's curtains. Steve Spagnuolo deserves a lot of credit, and I'm shocked nobody has tried to get him away from Kansas City. That dude, he needs to go.
Yeah.
The Lions will be one because they did get him some problems that first game, and Chris Jones got paid immediately.
Yeah.
Chris Jones saved their season. They did first game.
I see that.
And Chris Jones got his money next day. Buffalo stupid. That's why I also think Buffalo might not make the playoffs next year either. They just gave them a trust fund baby. They just gave the Chiefs a trust fund. They just might have gave them maybe one or two more Super Bowls. Like, come on now.
Pretty much. And it was the Bills that traded with them. The Bills, who's
The team that you're gonna have to
Man.
eventually
the
see.
team that they may see who they've been competing with.
Nah, Buffalo ain't seeing. They don't want to see them no more.
Yeah,
They
they
done lost
probably
them
not gonna
enough
see
that
them,
we could.
but man, trade you let the Chiefs trade up with you? Okay,
And Josh Allen can come to the Browns.
man.
We should have probably drafted him in the first place. I know he's
That's
gonna be
true.
that good though. So I
Yeah, I don't think
Exactly,
anybody.
Tyreek.
knew.
So it's definitely got to be what's his name. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
They sure did. They sure did in 2017.
And received a kidney transplant from his father just last year. Justin's love for football and the Chiefs got him through those treatments. Please welcome Justin to the stage, whose wish is to announce the first round draft pick for his beloved Kansas City Chiefs. I'd like all of you to join me in cheering on Justin as his wish comes true. The floor is yours, Justin. The Buffalo Bills have traded a 28th pick to the Kansas City Chiefs. With the 28th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the back-to-back Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs.
Xavier Worthy, the wide receiver out of Texas, is going to pair up with Patrick Mahomes and the two-time Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. How does the dynasty get richer?
The rich get richer, man. The rich get richer. What a dream for a receiver to go play with Patrick Mahomes and the back-to-back champs. And even if they somehow are not in the Super Bowl next year, the next
Hey,
5 years, man, the window is wide open for the Chiefs. And the Bills allowed them to trade up to get Worthy.
Yeah.
This is a home run.
Yes, it is.
bro, this is a grand slam. A grand slam.
Yeah, bottom of the ninth, bases loaded. Man.
And if I was the Chiefs, I'd double up and go get me another stud receiver tomorrow. I'd go ahead and complete my receiving core.
Cowboys pick is in.
Now with the Cowboys on the board,
I just don't understand the Bills. I don't understand this. Like,
I don't get it either.
y'all need a receiver, and it was a couple receivers on the board. And
I guess
you helped the best team in the league.
that's true. They could be.
They could be.
Lord, AJ Terrell, I need you to eat all your Wheaties before we play the Chiefs this season in Atlanta. They're inside a dome. Xavier Worthy's definitely gonna definitely throw a couple of deep shots to Xavier Worthy. Lord.
Yeah, he's gonna take the top off.
Quarter now.
Man.
Oh my goodness. You're right about that. I agree with you 100%. And everybody still tuning in. We appreciate y'all. We getting to the end, man. Everybody can get ready to go to bed after pick 32.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because the draft got me up past my bedtime. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'd been way gone by now.
It's moving fast though, man. In the past, this boy used to go to like 12:30, man.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really moving. Honestly, it is moving.
Let's see what the Cowboys are gonna do here. I'm pretty sure they're going offensive line, and they may hit some more knees tomorrow, knowing them.
I can't believe the Buffalo Bills just did that.
Me either.
I can. The offensive tackle out of Oklahoma is a Dallas Cowboy and Tyron Smith replacement. I think that's a great pick for the Cowboys. The Cowboys tend to always find steals on that offensive line. How do y'all feel about that?
Hey, it's a good pick, man. You gotta replace your guys. Probably a future Hall of Famer. You gotta protect Dak and whoever gonna be the future quarterback of the Cowboys.
Yeah, you got to replace your guys. The Cowboys have been pretty solid in the past with picking offensive linemen, so this is just another one to add to the club, man. Another solid offensive lineman.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're getting to the final 3 picks in the first round. Let me go pull up the next team. They came so close to going to the Super Bowl, but they fell short at home to the Chiefs. The Baltimore Ravens at pick 30. What do y'all think they're gonna do?
I'm not sure with the Ravens.
It's definitely offensive line. They need a tackle. Actually, this pick actually probably affected them. They could take Jackson Powers. I think I don't know, is it from Oregon?
Oh, Jackson Powers Johnson.
Powers Johnson, yeah.
They really need a tackle, and I don't know if there's a tackle here worth taking. I think they should probably trade back, but it looks like the pick is in.
Man, and that's another thing. If Powers don't go, oh my God. Second time, hey, just get ready because the rich got richer again in the AFC.
Uh-oh.
You see it?
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Well, for the guys that are in the Madden League, we know the Chiefs and Ravens won't be hanging around long.
Oh boy.
I don't like the sound of that. That don't sound good. That don't sound good for me.
Oh no, it's good.
Oh, for you now.
Yeah, not for you.
Might not be good for you.
I ain't afraid no ghost.
Yes, sir.
I mean, they must have drafted a receiver or something. That's cool. It's cool. People scared to draft a white cornerback.
Hey man, let them fall to the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dang, that I'm like, y'all just stereotype this man. All right, let's see the pick already, man. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jason Sehorn. Yeah, shout out to Jason Sehorn.
Shout out to Jason Sehorn, man. Last white corner.
Here we go. Nate Wiggins, the corner out of Clemson, goes to Baltimore. Baltimore's defense gets better and better each draft.
He can't tackle. I ain't worried.
Yeah, word.
You got to learn. You got to know how to tackle in AFC North, dog. He can jump some routes a little bit. He ain't trash, but it's a good big. I mean, he'll probably develop in a solid corner.
Yeah, you got right there with Marlon Humphrey and Kyle Helms. I like the fit for him.
Yeah. That's a great pick. Great pick by the Ravens.
That's a scary pick too for that defense. All right, up next is the team that like to get 10-point leads and blow them in the Super Bowl. The San Francisco 49ers. What are they gonna do here?
They need offensive line too.
They do. They really do.
I know there was rumors about them trying to maybe trade an Ayuk or Debo, which didn't make no sense either. But I will say, the Ravens could definitely can get some secondary players to get them to play well. So I definitely think if he come in, play with like Kyle Hamilton, learn from Marlon, he'd definitely be a good corner for them.
Do a Cooper DeJean fall here?
No, I was thinking that for San Fran.
Oh, he in Atlanta. He turning up.
We are down to the last two picks of the first round. Like I said, for y'all, with a spin here, we appreciate y'all so much. It's been almost a 4-hour show.
They both requested a trade. Oh, I ain't know that.
Yikes.
Wow, really?
I want my money and I want it now.
Mm-hmm.
Could we see an AD Mitchell? With one of those receivers maybe be
not yet. I think he'll probably go tomorrow for sure. He'll definitely go tomorrow for sure.
Hey man, these Falcon tweets is getting worse and worse by the minute. So I'll read something to y'all.
Uh-oh.
So this is about y'all GM. So drafted a tight end 4th overall over Jamar Chase, Micah Parsons, Jalen Waddle, and Devontae Smith. Drafted Drake London over Garrett Wilson and Kyle Hamilton. I didn't understand why Drake London got drafted over Garrett Wilson, but that's another conversation. Passed on Jalen Carter to draft a running back at number 8. Drafted a 25-year-old QB with 7 ACL tears a month after signing a free agent QB to a 4-year deal. Passed on Roma Duce, Latu in Dallas, Turner. Fire Terry. I'm not hearing out any more arguments. He needs to effing go.
I will say this, Terry Fontenot. I don't think Raheem Morris is on the hot seat at all. I think Terry is on the hot seat to produce though.
If anybody, it would be Terry.
So
what if you hire a new GM and he don't like the coach? Then you got to start over.
that's a possibility.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes.
Backwards, man. It's backwards.
I fancy. Yeah, I'm thinking it's leaning towards tomorrow, depending on how these last two teams pick. So, but yeah, we'll definitely see. He's getting picked though. He's a really solid player too.
Who's Kieran?
The tackle out of Yale.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, probably will.
Shoot, he might go to the Browns. We need a left tackle, to be honest.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be nice.
I don't know what they go do tomorrow. They might piss me off. Well, I hope they ain't gonna piss me off as much as they did y'all. So,
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I gotta tell you, since you are in Atlanta now, just listen to 92.9 The Game tomorrow and
Oh,
get your
please.
old Falcon.
Oh my goodness, man. When you go to wherever you are, when you go to work in the morning, turn on 92.9 The Game and just listen. I know it's going to be crazy tomorrow.
Okay.
It is going to be crazy tomorrow. 92.9 The Game FM. Crazy.
And also, Georgia is the only school with a tight end selected in each of the last 6 NFL drafts. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, who the 49ers about to pick?
That's a good question.
See, I think what did the 49ers in, to be honest, was the Trey Lance trade.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When y'all see this next pick, it might mean something for real. It might mean something as far as that roster. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, the guy I see in the pick, the guy that they're picking, I don't think he's not I think he's a reach, but we'll find out. I can't wait for y'all to see who it is.
I seen the pick also.
He's a reach. So I think it might be some smoke to that Ayuk and Deebo Samuel situation too. Might be something to that. When Armand see the pick, he gonna definitely feel the same way for sure.
I wonder who I think it is.
It's not. I guarantee you it's not.
It is Ricky Pearsall, the receiver out of Florida. Don't get me wrong. Ricky Pearsall is a talented wide receiver, but to pick him in the first over A.D. Mitchell, Ladd McConkey, Troy Franklin, I don't agree with that. But it also makes me feel like there's something brewing with that situation with Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. Gotta be something to that situation for sure.
I did not see that pick coming.
I
At
did
all.
not see it coming either. He got little Cooper to his game though. I ain't gonna hold you.
He's solid.
He's the first round player to me.
I just don't know about first round.
And now that's another receiver. Who Buffalo about to take? You know what I'm saying? Like,
here comes the Bills, the final pick in the draft of the first round.
Or is it?
Get y'all tuned in.
Or is it the final pick of the first round? Is it the Bills?
That's a good question. Oh, we have a trade.
Come on, Browns.
Come on, Browns. Sleep because the Carolina Panthers are on the clock at 32.
I'm sick of. I'm glad I ain't no Buffalo fan.
Wow.
So that means they about to take A.D. Mitchell.
Trade him back twice? You trade back twice? Man.
And the Panthers will give up a second and a fifth and receive a 6 from the Bills.
Okay.
I have no clue. And I do agree. He might get fired before October.
Man, the Bills, they're trying to go back to the JP Lossman years.
Yes, they are. They gotta be.
Hey man, I told you. Hey, Josh Allen, man, just come to the Browns, man. Y'all can take Deshaun, man. We got you, man. Just hand the ball off. Don't be throwing in crazy windows and stuff. We need a bowl.
I'm intrigued to see what the Panthers trade.
What they winning in 2025? A first pick?
Man, it might be.
Y'all gonna take Watson contract, man. I don't want Watson no more, man. I didn't want him in the first place. To be honest, they could tell y'all this. I didn't want no parts. We got this the best roster we have, and now the quarterback is always been the question, man. I'm like,
I know that's so crazy.
We have a Super Bowl caliber roster, except that QB.
And his contract is crazy.
Ooh.
Contract is crazy.
I wonder is the receiver gonna be? It's got to be a receiver here, and it's got to be Troy Franklin.
Oh my goodness!
It's a receiver.
I seen the pick.
I did too.
It's got to be Troy Franklin.
I love it for Bryce Young.
I love it for the receiver too, man.
Or is it a big body receiver?
Yep.
Florida State.
He won't have to travel too far to be a Carolina Panther. He won't have to travel too far.
Not Texas. Yeah, he's still on the board.
And after this, we will be wrapping the show, guys. We appreciate y'all. We've been here almost 4 hours, and Carolina's going to wrap it up for us.
Oh, okay. That kind of okay. I forgot about him. He's a physical dude. He a real physical, big body receiver. Okay.
Oh yeah.
It was a little run at the end.
Mm-hmm. And for the last pick of the first round, the Panthers selected Xavier Leggett, the wide receiver out of South Carolina. I love this pick for the Panthers, and Bryce Young gets a weapon.
Great pick. They really needed him.
Yes, they did. He became one of my favorite receivers in college over that second half of the season. So he definitely is a great fit for Carolina. That's a great way to end the draft for the first round, Carolina.
Hey, he might could take wide receiver 1 after Thielen leave, and Terrell will get mapped twice a year.
Hey man, on that note, y'all, this has been the first round. Me, Katie, and I'm about to check up out of here. Man, I'm tired, man. But
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We probably back tomorrow. But hey, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Until next time, we checking out of here. Good night, y'all.